It's right now.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, and then we'll get the live sorted right after this one. If you want to be here for a while today, you can be, or even if you're watching partying, all the same.
Sounds good, man. All right, well, talk to me about your boys.
Okay, we're the orange side. We're the orange side. We had a flawless yesterday. We were flawless, and now today we look to go to day 3. So we got, I think, 4 matches to win, and there's a couple of good teams, but you'll see going into this how good we really are. We go down 1-0, but hey, we know how Rocket League goes. It's a long game. Chimney, is this your first time casting?
This is my first time casting in probably 5 years.
Oh my!
I casted a tournament in college that we set up. But
okay, well, so we'll come
honestly,
back.
It was just a solid play from Blue.
That is a solid play, and I get some quick. Oh, and he spins out. Goffs gets a free one. Welcome to the party, Goffs. That's his first goal on day 2 here. And I'm going to show you a little bit of how fast I can cast and how excited we can get, okay? Can I give you a little taste, Chimney?
Go for it, yeah.
It's a pleasure to be up in the booth here. As Little Motion gets up to the ceiling, he's going to go up to the top, and he's going to be back down. We have a good interception by Impetus. Vor is back on. Vorsel's been great for this tournament, and they're trying to bump their way through the middle. They can't. It's an interception. Llama's up with no boost, though. It's going to be tough for him. Little Motion gets off to the side, and it's going to be back out, and it's back in it again. Llama with a good save. He's been already mentioned quite a few times here. We'll see if Llama's going to be a problem today, Chimney. What do you think going forward? Do we look fast out there? Is everybody looking good?
We're looking fast. We're looking like we're generating some really good pressure as well on offense. I'm seeing that, Blue's able to break out, but honestly, they're not looking too threatening. That one goal that they had, I don't know, it more seemed like our boys in the inner circle more just made a mistake. So I'm going to have to see more out of Blue before I'm really feeling any sort of worries. But yeah, we're looking solid.
That's what I like to hear, and you're right. I think that was a bit of a mental lapse from our guys more than a good play from them, but they did convert on it, which is what you got to do in Rocket League, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. And I'm seeing that we're struggling to convert right now. We're a bit of a 3v1. It's a great help defense from Vorse there.
That is good.
But
That's
really
proper.
Hoping that we can generate some more pressure again here soon.
And we might be able to with Vorse with the follow-up. He just has to win that ball. He does. It's going to be up to the ceiling. It's going to be back down. It's a whiff there, which actually may have helped him. No, Little Motion's up. It's going to be in.
What a capitalization from Little Motion. That's what we love to see. It's really hard to have that kind of killer instinct. We once saw it out of Ronicky ages and ages ago, but man, just be able to capitalize on that it's really great signs of things to come.
It is, and Miss Leah Miller changed her name to Miss because it's the Inner Circle Day today. We love to see that from her. It's exciting times, and we do have quite a few sirs in chat. The Inner Circle is ready to go. Little Motion with a couple of touches there, really looking well done mechanically. He is a very mechanical player, and he does like to show off his prowess. Here we go. It's up, and they are connected there. It's like a opposite of a Rule 1, really, but they still follow that, don't they? Great play from Goss. He could get the double here. He leaves it for the second. It's going to be in.
Oh, it's a great avoid. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to say that for a second. Yeah, your boys are looking really mechanical right now. Honestly, no hate to the blue team, but they're going to have to wake up because, man, the inner circle is looking really locked in right now.
It is some fast play, and it's just the tip of the iceberg as we get going. We're going to see more and more good plays as this game gets out of hand. It's 3-1. It is best of 3. We're going to see what they can do. All to play for on day 2, Chimney, and it's going to get exciting and more exciting and more exciting as we go. But for now, we have to sit with this, and we have to watch the prowess of Little Motion, who's just been dominating through day 1. And Goss has been great as well. We can't take away anything from Vorseful either. Whoa, the whip there into the middle. And that might actually work out for them there, Chimney?
It was a win-a-lot fake. That's all I'm saying.
I've heard other teams saying that quite a few times, knowing that I'm streaming, and it's becoming quite the thing to say. And I don't know whether to take it as a compliment or not. To be honest, Chimney, I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it's become a staple of the Rocket League community at this point. I think we should absolutely take it as a compliment. And yeah, like you were saying, your boys are looking pretty good. So talk to me about what happened in day 1. So I know you're in day 2. That's obviously great. But,
yes.
Who'd you play? How'd it go?
Yeah, it's a good time for that. As there's a bit of a lull in the action here as the game gets kind of caught in the midfield. Chris, with the commentator, maybe coming up, but you're right. Day 1, we have the first day uploaded. We did not drop a game. We were only losing for about 10 seconds of all the games, and yeah, it was good domination. The boys were pumped and they were feeling good about it, and from here on out, they do expect to win day 2 as well. And there is one team, the Chippy Chips, that are pretty good, and they're definitely going to cause us issues. We hope to win that game as well, though.
Yeah, honestly, I have a lot of faith in your boys. They're looking really good, generating a lot of pressure, not really too worrisome on defense. I mean, obviously, they're slow to start, but I mean, like you were saying, day one, they were only down for about 10 seconds, and I think it's much the same in this game. And then they were able to capitalize and now extend their lead to 3-1 with only a minute left. I'm really gonna need to see more out of blue. Like I was mentioning, it actually looks like it's just more out of the inner circle at this point. Oh my gosh, as I say that, little monkey with a screamer. What a play from the inner circle.
Yeah, that was a screamer. He absolutely pinged that down. Look at this. At 88 kilometers an hour, right under the bar. I don't think there's much saving that.
Oh.
Hero Wars! Play in the next tab for free now.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free for you is because, well, Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI-paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners, a completely free store. Now, again, it's free for you, right? Shopify is paying me a commission to do it. And if you don't keep your store for more than 90 days, I don't even get paid. But your store is still free, right? And after 90 days, it's still your store. I don't own a percentage of the store. I don't control the store. It's yours. You can delete products from it, add new products to it, all that good stuff. It's your store, okay? Not only that, I'm going to give you my courses completely free. I'm not going to try to upsell you a bunch of courses. I know you've seen gurus trying to sell courses for $1,000, $2,000, so on and so forth. I can afford to give you my courses for free because, again, Shopify pays me when you use this software and open up a Shopify store. So you get a free store, right? I get a commission from Shopify, and Shopify gets a new merchant to their platform that's being trained by me. It's a win-win-win situation. All you have to do is click here right now. I dare you to do it. I dare you to see if it's free. You're going to go to the next page. You're going to create a free account. You're going to get a free account to our AI software that's going to build you a store in the next 20 minutes is ready to start taking orders. The sales pages are going to be done. The product descriptions are going to be done. The products are going to be uploaded to the store for you, ready to go, ready to start taking orders. The custom theme is going to be uploaded with banners for you. It's going to be ready to go. It's weeks of work and thousands of
Yeah, absolutely not. Great placement, great placement.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I think you're right. They are looking pretty fast. And from what you've told me, you've actually heard of some of these players before.
Yeah, I think I've actually heard of all of them. I think I remember seeing Little Motion a long time ago. I think he might have been playing, might have been someone else, but it might have been playing alongside Blaze, if you remember Blaze.
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, great player, but yeah, I've heard of Goffs, heard of Forceful. All great players in their own right, and it looks like they're really linking up well, obviously. Goffs with a little Sir Win-A-Lot fake there.
Yeah, we love to see it. I like to give out additional bonuses for the team for every Sir Win-A-Lot fake.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's standard.
Yeah. But yeah, they look like they're really locked in, really linking up well, and helping each other out, which is really important. You know, a lot of teams when they're just starting out, they've just been picked up. They'll try to make a big name for themselves, but it looks like they're not really doing that too much. They're trying to make sure that they focus on the win, which is great signs. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, lovely play from Forceful here.
And this is
Hits off
calculated,
completely,
Chimney.
reset.
This is
Oh,
calculated. The 50 there is calculated to get up, and he stays up and then resets it down. Absolutely, I agree. It's calculated. What the fuck is right, Leah? In chat, take a bow. This is what we bought. We bring the best. All right, that's what it is. Money can buy happiness. Here we go.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. The only thing that money can't buy is, unfortunately, I think Forceful was going for a double off the backboard there. So he doesn't get quite the clip he was looking for.
No, he
but I
doesn't.
don't think he cares. A nice 4-1 victory to close out game 1. Looking to probably start the same in game 2 for blue here, but let's hope that our boys in orange can start a little bit stronger this time and not suffer an early disadvantage like last game.
Yeah, the games that are closer, it's those first 30-second goals can actually really come back to haunt you, and they've all been haunted by one. We've all been haunted by one before, and it's going to come down to more, hey, it's got to be full 5 minutes of good Rocket League against these better teams. You can't be giving away goals. The freebies won't be giving from the other teams who are locked in, and you're right. It's hard, and it's hard for these guys. They know they're going to win these games, and there's a level of air about them, which is a good thing. It means the nerves will be under control, but the lackadaisical play can happen for sure. And that's something that these guys are very mentally strong about, though. The mistakes don't bother these guys. Talking to them yesterday in the Discord, they were completely locked in. They've got a great coach, and it's definitely going to be a sight to see today, I think. We're going to have to wait and see, though, aren't we?
Absolutely, but you love to hear it, and in a certain way, it's almost like a great mental thing to lean back on, knowing that you can suffer that loss and start a little bit slowly and still come out with a 4-1 lead. It's got to be a real confidence boost. Maybe it was 5-1.
It might have been
just to know
5-1?
that even when you start slow, well, it's not gonna. Oh
my goodness.
We won't talk about that.
No, they fought over that one just a little bit, and we try to be unbiased here, and if the inner circle makes a mistake, we're not going to say it wasn't. They'll know it was too, but again, I think in a more serious game, I don't think they fight over that goal as much. Probably not, but you should see. So yesterday, they were trying to win by only doing pinches. Yeah, it was like 7-1 at one point. So they do have a bit of troll in them, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's respectful. It's tasteful. They talk. The teams know them. They know what they're up against as well. So it's been so far just a really good experience. And there it is. That might be a goal here. If Four can just get this to and it does. And you know what? They have good speed, but isn't it the higher level, Chimney? Isn't it about the recoveries at the end of the day?
It really is. It really is. And you see that Forceful only barely won this out to get there. It was his wall dash.
His wall dash.
To make sure, absolutely. And it was a great pass, great beat from Goffs as well. But yeah, they're looking strong, looking good. Even if they have that little bit of troll in them, I think that just speaks to how the chemistry is on this team. I think that's so important for any team, really, new or old, to make sure that you keep that chemistry up. You keep making sure that you're playing with each other and for each other as opposed to against each other. And even if that's like subtleties, just making sure that you're all friends at the end of the day. I think that really leads to some of the greatest teams we've seen.
Well, it's absolutely true. I mean, we see it time and time again in our comp play where just the toxicity ruins the vibe of the game, and you could be up 3-1 in one mistake, someone's being mean, the negativity gets there, the vibes get down, and it's hard for positive things to happen on this field when you're feeling so negative, right?
It absolutely is, and sometimes you can bring it back. You can try to hype up the team again.
Ooh.
And especially these guys. Oh my word, what a musty! Is that
Oh,
it?
oh my God! Did he read that? Chimney, I think this is calculated. I think little motion recognized. Look, he starts boosting down. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he does. Wow, what a read! That is not easy to do. I don't think I'm getting that read. That's for sure.
No, he had a good
Man, what a
instinct for
play.
it. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And then we're up 2-0.
Yeah, looking really good once again. I don't think they're really looking to troll. Probably going to look to just close out this game. At least maybe that's wishful thinking on my part, because we'd love to see them get into the next game, not have any trips or anything like that. But
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, looking really solid. So this might just be another goal. Oh, we get the backward reset. Oh my word, Forceful.
It looked very calculated. It looks so comfortable out there. Wow. close the gap there. And they do get the demo. He gets that half wall dash to pass over, and Little Motion should finish this. It's going to be slotted.
Finish too. I like to see the finishing right now, and they're shooting with confidence and conviction. It's really important to see, especially early on in this day 2 and in this series. This should lend well to the rest of their matches today.
Say hey, hey, I'm ready now to move. Say hey, hey, there's nothing left to lose. Say if you're ready.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's crazy because as we go forward in the tournament, the chances start getting, the opportunities to score start getting lesser and lesser. The pressure gets lesser and lesser that you can be able to keep on them for longer. The boost steals are harder. Everything has to be more calculated. But every team's going through it, right? Oh, wow. That's really well done.
Oh, my word.
Jesus. Goffs is all there today.
Yeah, looking really, really solid mechanically. This is some of the best mechanical Rocket League I've probably seen in a while. I mean, just all of their double taps, their resets, everything looks so clean, and I mean, as someone who's played the game for a while, I know how difficult that can be. So man, they are absolutely locked in. I really hope that we can continue to see this in the other series.
Yeah, I do. I know I was saying it yesterday. I don't care what sport you watch, what jersey you wear. You're just not a fan of like competition if you don't appreciate what's happening this weekend. As we go forward in this adventure with these guys, it just doesn't matter. You have to just and the Zen touch. And the reset. He gets back up to another touch around the next. Jesus. Well.
They're clipping on him. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, I think it's great that they're warming up the mechs because it's a really hard thing to keep locked in, especially in high pressure situations, because that's the first thing that'll go. It's not necessarily the comms or the positioning. Sometimes that locks in even a little bit harder, but man, like the mechs, it's really hard to keep that locked in high pressure situations. So I'm glad to actually see them warming that up this early in the day.
Right, they're almost using it as a training moment, like, hey, I'm gonna have to do this later, so let's get these going now. And that's a good sign for later. They know this. These guys have been in top 8 EU RLCS. They know what it's like. They know what they're expecting. They know the pace change that's going to be coming here, and it's something that actually players who haven't been there before, they drop 1 or 2 games on those best of 3s in day 3, right? And just because they're not ready for that pace change yet. And that's a big one. That's a big moment.
Yeah, that's where you kind of find out like what you're made of. But even then, after the series, if you're able to rebound, that's I guess good enough of a sign. But man, I would love to see them absolutely roll through. I mean, they look really good. So
gets the bump.
Oh my word, what a play!
That's
man,
crazy.
they look so
Unsavable.
Cool. Yeah, it's looking like we might need a miracle out of blue for us to go to a game 3 here.
Well, I'm not saying the fat lady's singing, but it might be over. It might be.
She's definitely warming up.
Yeah, it definitely got in the background. I could hear it. But you were saying something before that. I don't know if you'll remember.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was wondering, when they were top 8, was it these 3 together, or was it were they separate?
They actually did have a separate player. So this is the revised team. I forget who it was before. But they added Gosh, and he's a top-notch player. And
oh, it's Gosh.
Yeah, Little Motion messaged me and I said, I think we're ready to get this agreement underway. And I said, okay, here we go. So this might be the first time that Inner Circle will be in an EU Day 3, potentially main event.
I mean, I don't want to jinx him. So let me knock on some wood real quick. But yeah. Gosh is looking very clean. I think he's been an excellent roster pickup. So good on Little Motion for recognizing that.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of respect to Vorceful and Little Motion as well, and who wouldn't want to play with them either, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been around for a long time. Fantastic players within their own right. And if they have that chemistry as well from previous events, then, man, you're just... What an investment from Gosh as well.
Yeah, we love that. Talked to Gosh for quite a long time, actually, on Discord, just getting, like, everything organized, getting everything to be, where we want it mentally as a team, and what we agree on, what we don't agree on, how we want to be represented, how I want to be represented. And we didn't even have to talk that long. He pretty much said the things I wanted before I even mentioned them. So that's a great sign. And yeah, we'll do interviews with the guys later. Maybe you can hop in and ask them some questions. So if you want to think of some.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So it's pretty fun. That part's fun. We don't take it too seriously, but we are up 2-0 for anyone who's new in chat here. I got Chimney RL with me. He's we're gonna link him. Actually, I'll do that right now for you, buddy. We'll take a break from the action here as we're up 2-0, and we'll get that
Is this a
get
best
that
of
set
5 or
up.
best of 3?
It will be best of 5.
Let me see if I can get that.
Chimney RL. There we go. Send invite.
Let me go ahead.
Okay, it should be in there.
Okay.
You might have to check your main page on Twitch to accept the invite, but we are up 1-0 here in the game 3. Yes, Leah, it is.
Chin.
You gave Chimney a follow? Okay. Or the guy that I'm streaming with the follow? Henny? It's a good beat.
Might need to go live first.
Yes, you do. You do. If you're not going live, don't worry about it. It's whatever you want. You're also welcome to be here as long as you want today.
Awesome, thank you. I mean, I'd be down to stick around for a little bit.
Cool. Whenever you're done, when you let me know. But like I said, the invite's there. Ooh, that's a good fake. Another good fake. He tries to get the third forceful.
You did a
Take
motion
him
get a
out.
bump there.
He might have. He did. I think he was trying to move him out of the way, and there was a second back checker that came back and got him there, which is good from Blue.
Yeah, my word, they are looking so good right now.
They really clear out those goal lines too, which in threes you have to do. They rotate through looking for demos that are convenient without taking away too much space. And they just seem to always know where each other are in the field, which is good to see as well. A good understanding between the three.
Yeah, the rotations look really clean, really solid. Their speed's up to par. I mean, man, I don't really see any issues. I mean, if they do have a habit to control a little bit, then that could be potentially the only thing I can think of. But man,
I agree.
they're looking dominant today.
Yeah, they are, and it's gonna come down to, you know, they on any given day they can beat players like Little Motion and Forceful, beat Zen in twos a bunch of times. Like, you know, usually Zen does win, but like if they played 10 times, you know, Little Motion and Forceful will take 2 games off them. You know what I mean? So like it's not like it just has to be. Is it the day that happens? And that's every sport. You at least have a chance, or some people don't have a chance at all to beat the guys like that at the top, right? These guys have that up. They have the ability. They've done it. It's been there. They've won in Swiss stages against them too. So it's doable. It's just not always happening. So we have to hope for today being the day that it does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know at what point in the bracket they'll end up playing yours? Oh my! What a save from Immersion.
Well, I'm not sure. I could get the bracket up, and I'll be able to look and see like who on day 3 you'd end up playing. But they're pretty high ranked seeded, right? They're seeded like 8th, I think. So there won't be many. There won't be many top ranked teams they play until a later date.
Yeah. Honestly, even just that play from Forceful is so smart. You can tell he's using his brain. There are maybe 5 fakes that happened all at once there. It was great defense from him, I must say. But man,
yeah, I was wondering that too. Was it a defensive decision, or was he just frozen in fear? You know, like
I think honestly he was. He couldn't decide whether to cover the near post fake or the back post shot. And honestly, I mean, Forceful messed up his shot a little bit, but I like to see the ideas there, honestly.
Yeah, it's like they're always thinking about the other players on the field there, right? Even that pop up, Forceful's already up. Little Motion's already up the second. Oh my goodness, they were almost immediately connecting there. That was really good. Forceful gets through to get the bump.
Great plays, honestly. I would like to see a little bit more of an extension on their lead here, because you know, this could always go to OT, and then maybe some momentum for blue team can happen. So I would love to see them close this out. But
Agreed, and it might just be now. There it is.
and
Good call.
Lovely stuff. They might have heard us.
I think the curse of the commentator is real today, and if we do lose because of something we said, I've already pre-apologized to the boys on the inner circle, because I don't know what energy is listening, but it's always when you're casting.
It absolutely is. Man, the RLCS caster curse is so incredible. Someone needs to make a montage of that.
We might have to make a montage of me and you living the caster curse. We'll have a commentator caster curse counter or something.
Well, hopefully we don't cast or curse your team, but
Well, we could do the dark arts and we could try it out with more of a. And the inner circle hasn't scored in a while. I wonder when they're gonna get
honestly,
another
blue team's
one.
looking really good. It's looking like blue team's probably gonna win out here. I think they just need 1 or 2 good
Oh, you!
Okay.
Hey! I'm gonna turn you into a dog there. You get me going. Yeah, we are allowed to have fun, chat. What's the score? Well, we just won that one.
Well played from the boys in orange. Honestly, blue team still look pretty good.
They
Wouldn't
did.
be
They might do
surprised
well
to see
today.
them-
Yep, they might.
yeah,
They
wouldn't
might
be
make a
surprised to
deep
see them
run.
later in the tournament.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we might see them later in the tournament. And that's day 2. Game 1 is completed. I'm gonna see here if I can get the start.gg up for today. I don't know if that does day 2, but it is the start.gg. That's day 1. And we can click on day 2 at the top. There we go. And we got to find the inner circle. I don't know what pool we're in. I haven't actually looked at this today. I wonder if there's like a searching the team option.
That sounds too convenient.
Day 2. There's 8 pools. Search by team name. Would you look at that? Inner circle pops up right away. Okay, we are pool B4. Just to try and remember that. We're pool B4. We just beat debuffed AF. Okay. I'm going to copy that link and put it in. Are you live by chance right now?
I am about to be.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I just had a great idea.
All right, that's the one that needs to be pinned, Slope, if you can see that. I don't know how to pin stuff myself on my phone.
Okay, let me see if I can start this up. I might have to. It might take a few tries because sometimes restream doesn't work.
I like Restream, but you know, are you going to Twitch and YouTube right now?
Yeah.
You can do your Streamlabs OBS and just do a vertical stream to YouTube, and you get a lot more viewers. It's like TikTok, but on YouTube.
Oh, interesting.
I have 131 subscribers in the last 24 hours from this.
Oh my word. Okay, would you show me after stream maybe?
How about, can you see my Discord thing right now?
I can, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bring up my Streamlabs. And
Okay, so the dual output.
dual output. And then use the one on YouTube, you'll click the vertical output, which is at the top. So when you got to connect your YouTube and stuff, enable dual output. And then one has to be vertical and one has to be horizontal. So horizontal to Twitch, obviously, and then vertical to YouTube. And when people are scrolling through shorts, your live will show up.
Okay. And do you want to go into my server? You should be able to stream to it at a high resolution. Actually, I can't remember if my
If you wanna-
server's still boosting that much.
I think my server's boosted. I think so. I could check quickly. But yes, if you want to send me an invite right now, I can as well. My server's only 3 boosted. I don't know if that's enough.
I also don't know if mine is enough. Let me check.
Is the connection not 1080p, I'd imagine?
it. Oh gosh, the way they do this is so confusing.
Can check to see if I can upgrade my stream quality to you as well. Voice and video settings. No, it's just gonna be for that. Stream quality. Oh, I can do. Okay. 1 second. Oh, I need to get Nitro for that.
I could just boost my own server.
A smart play. Knowing that these guys are a bit better than them, they're trying to lock in, but now they're going to have to throw some things forward, and we might see this game get a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing that at a blue team.
Yep, I agree.
Just even to think for the future, being able to play against teams that are playing a little more aggressive, being able to play against teams that adjust mid-series is really difficult. So it would be a really good test for the Inner Circle. I would love to see how they fare against it. It looks like they're faring quite well. It's a great save from Slaz, but man, Inner Circle is looking still so clean. It actually even looks like this switch up where blue team is trying to play a little bit quicker, a little more aggro. It looks like it's playing into the Inner Circle even better.
Yeah, I think so. They're just not 3 people deep on the goal line as much anymore. And but that being said, you know, we have to be careful that they don't actually convert on one of these more aggressive plays. And it seems to me so far, everyone's okay. Everyone's playing well. They're handling the pace of play. And we're going to find out if they can get one for the road here. Or we're going to end up in overtime. Big moment from Little Motion. He's got to play. He does. And Vorsel wins next. And Vorsel wins next. That should do it.
Inner Circle is so sure-handed at the back.
Oh, they
I'm glad.
they do play up.
Yeah. Their backboard defense is so incredible. To be able to catch it that consistently in transition is very not easy to do. I mean, try that in your
Hi,
ranked
Raven.
games.
Hi,
You'll
Triumph.
see how hard it is to get that first touch that Little Motion was able to get earlier with only 50 boosts to his name, and he carries it across the midfield.
Yes.
Takes a pinch with Forceful. My word.
It's
Looking very
just
clean.
top notch, and he keeps the ball close the whole time, ready to 50. And it's you almost don't know what to do there. For people new in chat, thank you for the couple of YouTube follows I just got there. I see you. We are doing RLCS. This is EU day 2, and our team's looking really solid. But yeah, the backboard defense comment you made earlier as well is something to it's not something to forget about. They definitely a big moment for that is they try to force that ball high, right? That first person challenging is just forcing the ball high and forcing them to the backboard defense, and that's a huge thing at threes is forcing the ball, not always winning every 50.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you at home listening, try to take something away from this series. That's, oh my word, what a touch.
That's a crazy
Great
touch.
collection from Gosh. The big thing with first man on defense is you're not trying to win. The idea is, like you said, to force high. If you force them high to the backboard, you'll have a teammate waiting there. They'll collect, and you'll be able to transition out of defense. But if you try to play for that beat every single time, oh my word.
Oh, what a save. Oh my
word, what a
God.
save from Slaz.
Jeez.
Almost shut me up for a second there.
Yeah, it did. I was shook. Another wave of
Yeah.
attack here, though.
Boys in orange, a little bit low on boost here. I'm looking to motion to get another collection, and he gets a great first touch once again.
Sheesh.
Oh my word, what a flick.
Oh my God, he gets
What
there.
creative.
Yeah, very creative. Another good dunk. Gosh has got to be here. He's got to be strong. He is. No panic from him. Experienced player.
Isn't it still fake out there?
Yeah.
Forced with a little bit of an errant touch, is able to get back to it for great 50 now.
So really well
dashes
done.
along the sidewall.
Here comes
The
Goffs.
ball mid to Gosh.
Little motion. Not a
Doesn't
lot of
Goff.
boost. Down divorce. That's smart play. He's going for the double backboard defense. That's what we're talking about. Force them high. You've got someone on the backboard. Force them there.
Absolutely. I will say the blue teams seem to have some pretty good backboard defense, but for all their backboard defense they had last game and this one, the decider last game was that miscom on the backboard.
It was, ironically. Yeah.
It broke my heart to see it, so I
Yep.
kind of would like to see some good Rocket League, but that doesn't happen. But great backboard defense again. Okay, looks like Blue's a little bit more sure-handed this game.
Yep, I see that. And they get a great touch here. Could Force will get to the next ball. No, he does force him out wide to his teammate. Goffs is going to be up. Goffs is going to be out. Here we go. They're so good at this off the back wall. He gets a good pinch, and he gets over the next, and Little Motion will take over. They do a good job of that. Good recognition. Goffs just has to stay on it. He does it.
Oh my word, what a bump.
The bump was on.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Goff's
Yep.
going for the bump, and the third man from
Oof.
Inner Circle not quite ready for that. This might be an awkward bounce. Great.
They take care of that really well.
They really do. Their defense is as third man especially.
That's a great
so
fake.
incredible.
It is.
It's a great play.
Easier to beat. Oh, it's over to Vorse. It's going to be in. Whoa!
What a play!
Oh, Chimney, take us through what you see here. Okay, guys, we're getting pretty close here. We're getting pretty close. This is real now. This is not a VOD. I partied a little too hard last night. Stole the show. I was excited that the boys made it. I don't have to play today, so I partied for them. You know what I mean? Ugh. Oh yeah, I took some pickle juice this morning. I'm actually a big believer in pickle juice or Gray Skull. I mean, I think you should do pickle juice with your shots. A little pickleback shot. If anybody's ever had pickle juice with, like, their shot. Yeah, Slope, it's becoming legendary. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. Padawan.
Decided not to spell that with a D, eh?
Padawan. Padawan. We got a 2-minute countdown.
We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my ain't moving small. Money grows from my intuition. I just bought a crib, that's my first edition. People hate it when you claim a vision, but I use a static when I hit ignition. Hungry moves, I'm faster in a minute. I stay fresh to death, I'm in a mint condition. Forge a heat, no matter where I've been, and give me any place, and it'll be a kitchen. This how we flow to the top. I'm on a wave and it never gon' stop. I hit a 3, now we running the clock. 24 seconds, I still block your shot. I'm making this an eternal spot. Permanent stain in the flow, ink blot. Don't step to me when I get too hot. I'ma end your life and it's all you got. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small. Homemade flow, I'm a PVC. There ain't one player out doing just like me. Heart rate froze, check the EKG. I hate wasting time, no eventually. Routine work when nobody see, but I ain't feel the stress, I know it's meant to be. 30 beats, I'm on a killing spree. I made every song in my discography. Yeah, that's every cent, every dollar. I ain't tryna listen to a broke scholar. Making moves to make the money taller. To the cash topping on the Eiffel Tower. Labels calling, I won't wear their collar. With my own drive, I can take it farther. Do it myself, don't ever bother. Been self-made now, shout out to my father. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small.
Here we go. Here we go. Mr. Slope, that's hilarious. Just have you hear that?
It's Saturday, and you know what that means. More Rocket League. We got it started yesterday on the Friday show with the open number 4 here in the European region. And boy, did it deliver on entertainment. If you missed it, you missed out. We'll get you all caught up today with a bit of a pre-show, but welcome to the RLCS. I'm Leaf. With me today, we've got Shogun, T-Bates, Johnny. T-Bates, we have sandwiched you between a couple troublemakers there. Good luck.
I'm not worried about him. I know how to handle him. They think he got some energy, but trust me, they don't know what energy feels like. I finally hop on the EU show for the first time ever. Some will say this is the better region, JB. Is that what you think?
Some people have been known to say that. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about anyone in particular with that statement, but yeah, Shogun's been known to say that, I think. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's his
almost
motto.
a decade, yeah, almost a decade. Non-stop.
I love it. Hey, well, I'm excited to get this day going. It should
Air Gamer, yeah,
theoretically
mostly, but
be
I
a
do a
shorter
lot
one
of
than
other
yesterday.
games.
We
I
had a
love
lot of
video
game
games,
fives.
buddy.
We'll cover those in a few moments
Welcome
here.
in,
But
by
first,
the
in case
way, Air
anyone's
Gamer.
curious to where we're at right now,
But yeah.
I said it at the top of the show. If
Yeah,
you weren't
yeah.
listening,
We do
there's
like
a
our
graphic
Rocket
for
League,
you.
buddy.
Open number 4. We're in the European region right
I
now.
do
We've
love my
gotten
Rocket
through that
League.
first split.
My band's
We
gonna
have
be
the
releasing
Boston
music,
Major
though.
out of the way.
We
crowned
play a
some
lot of solo
champions for
campaign
that,
games.
And now we're here in Open 4
Some
on
looter
our way
shooters.
to the Paris
Some
Major.
other comp games.
This is a doozy. This is a big one, Johnny. This is where a lot of the pros have their eyes set.
Oh yeah, it's World Championship
up,
at the
brother?
end of the year. That's the big one, obviously.
Von Tour
but
in the house.
If you're looking for the next
It's
biggest
game
event,
time,
and it
baby.
is, going to be in some ways the biggest event in Rocket League history, the Paris Major. Look no further, and with France,
They're definitely
especially
not
looking
cheering
to
for the inner
regain from
circle.
a
They've been pretty
disappointing
biased for
Lyon.
vitality
There's a
this
lot
whole
to play for.
time, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
I
have
think
to
this is
do
one
our
that
work
The
here.
people are just not gonna want to miss, including yourself. So make sure again if you haven't got your tickets that you're there. Lyon was T-Bait something else, and I expect we're gonna see that same kind of energy in Paris.
Well, we are. I mean, one thing is for certain. The Americans, we like playing in France. So, really excited to see what happens over there in Paris in a couple months, man. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that, but we got a lot of Rocket League to get through first. You saw it. We're in open from number 4. We've got 5 and 6 to still get through too. So let's talk about what we've seen so far in open number 4. Looking back to yesterday, we had a lot of Rocket League played. We were hopping around, watch party style, taking a look at
Air
all the
Gamer,
games
we
and
have
exciting moments that were going on, and there was a lot of excitement. Let's take a look at Group A first.
Johnny Boy will
because,
crash out.
Well, both groups.
And he'll
did
say
not
something
let
mean
down,
about me, as he's
in
always
terms of
done.
these matchups,
For some
Shogun,
reason,
right off the
he'll
the
find a
initial
way to
bracket,
trash
I mean,
my
is
team.
There one team?
I don't even know
one
if he knows he's
storyline
doing it.
that stood out to you.
I wonder who it could possibly be. Could it be that Gentlemates, the major champions, got eliminated in before we got even to the top 8?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, they did that to themselves, didn't they, Johnny? They have been putting themselves in trouble. They've ruined their
Yeah,
own seeding
if
by
you guys
losing their
want
first-round
to
match in
mute
Swiss
them
League
at
Championships,
any point
and you reap what
and
you
have
sow.
me cast,
They lost to
we'll
the
vote on it
Italians.
multiple
Cheeky loss
times
to
during this
Chile, yeah.
stream.
I mean, they both-
Oh, yeah,
And
right,
I
right,
will
they
cast.
both did this themselves.
Because let me
They're
tell you, this
playing
coffee's
for their
hitting
own
me,
demise.
and last
They
night's
have
coming back.
plenty
I'm
chances.
feeling a
They
little
also
fucked
lost
up.
3-0 to Man City, the new Man City, who did look pretty good, but you can't be getting swept there. Went game 5 with game word, so I mean, gentlemen, the writing was on the wall. Honestly, the fact they got to game 5 against KC is also, it's more KC not playing up to their usual standard. They lost the synergy.
I wish I was allowed in the
Gone
lobbies.
it's gone in the bin for Group A.
Yeah.
Our predictions.
I
have
wish I was
gone
allowed in the
completely
lobbies. This is
one
the
day.
only time I'm not allowed in the
It was-
lobbies
it
is
was
when it gets to
wild.
top
I mean,
6.
like, just looking at the upper bracket of the games.
I
that
was
we
in
saw
all
there,
the other lobbies.
Again, couple storylines coming through. I mean, you look at Synergy.
But yeah, we will,
the way they were playing yesterday clearly was working.
Yeah,
for
Sir
them.
Cam, so now we
In
have
their
to watch
matchups is one of
Party
their
Rocket
highlights,
League.
and K Corp having to drop down to the.
Eric
to the
Gamer,
lower
have you seen
bracket.
some of my commentary?
I mean,
I
this
know,
was cool
Sir
just in
Cam, they
general
want to
look at
hoard
Group
this
B
last
eventually,
bit of
that we
anything
had
they've
teams
got.
coming through
right?
we didn't expect, but Man City, that roster move T-Bates was huge for them. That trade for Seiko and Tempo seemed to work out for them.
It sure did work out initially. I mean, I thought Man City played real well yesterday. I mean, they're sweeping General Mason, and you're going game 5 against Vitality, and candidly, they had their chances in game number 5 to take Vitality out. So, Man City with Seiko looking real good.
Yeah, Acro especially, he was stand out for me. Love the off-the-ball play, tore Gentlemates apart.
I don't know what
I'm
the difference
motivated.
there is,
Seiko's
Sir
a scary
Cam,
Seiko.
but
Seiko's real criticism that he's had over the past year or two has been consistency. Oh, a nice shot there by AGG as well. Synergy had their best event of the season. They just made their first main event. They hadn't made a main event before this, and they've made top 6 in it. So pretty big turnaround for them.
I mean, I feel so incorrect at this moment in time because I feel like I'm in the majority that for Tempo for Seiko was a fantastic steal for GK. I thought they'd come out on top of that. And then the actual Rocket League got played. And we'll see when we get to Group B how. Maybe not necessarily the case. But this is also the case for Nova, which is also the story
Correct.
of the season. So close.
Correct, Sir Cam.
So
One
far, they are
series
the
at a
baby
time
team
today.
of the region right now, losing to TRB despite An incredibly good run. I mean, almost got another reverse sweep. Then they throw away a 3-goal lead in game 5.
They just refuse to talk about the inner circle, though, Sir Cam.
Well, I think the biggest thing here we see with teams like Novo too. We brought up the points before. We'll look at them.
They
later,
refuse to talk about
likely
the
as
inner
well, but
circle.
The biggest thing is that those teams are.
How are
fighting
you not talking
for
about
those
the inner
bottom
circle?
spots,
It's like the
which
biggest
is
Cinderella
open.
story
I
in
mean,
Rocket
you
League
still
right now.
have a lot of games of Rocket League in this season to get
We
through
beat
to
Man
try and
City,
get
and they're
yourself
talking
towards
about
that-
Man
that
City.
World Championships.
I know,
So,
but you
yeah,
wait,
these
Sir
matches
Cam.
are
You
incredibly
wait. They're
important
not
for
going
them
to
for
give us the
Novo.
love we
That
deserve,
turning
okay?
games
You
there,
wait.
Losing to
Johnny
TRP
Boy
and
also
Man
doesn't
City
like
pulling
me.
through. As we look to the lower part of that bracket in those games, this is where we saw maybe Gentlemates could bounce back. Maybe we'd see them, find their way through, but they had to go through a K Corp as well. The fact that we're even getting a matchup like this, debates in a lower bracket before we're even into the weekend was crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. What it shows you is that EU's inconsistent. You got a lot of great teams, but it's
not
just they're simply not
inconsistent.
performing up to par every single match.
Every
But when
team
these
is really,
Titans
really
do
good.
go
I hate when
against
they
one
say
another,
that. It's not that
I
it's
do think they always play
inconsistent.
well. I mean, K-Corp Gentlemen just
There's
a
just
slap
more
right back
teams
and forth,
out of
left and
the
right.
gap is
Well, it's just
smaller
like that.
between
I mean,
these
Shogun and
teams.
JB already talked about Gentlemates. You can't be here. You gotta handle your bread or your business over there in Swiss.
KC
You gotta have moments like that.
in that game 4. You can talk all you want about how they bring the best of each other. They brought the worst of each other in that series. They both played really, really poor. When it came to that one, it was just juicy.
Have these guys never played any high-level sports before? Like, when the gap is small, like, you don't win every game.
Saturday, and he might have to do more of that.
No, I very much agree. I think the play looked very flat, very inconsistent.
Yeah,
for
it's
a
a
lot
great
of the
skull,
top teams.
absolutely.
Vitality.
And there's a
really
bit of
seemed
like
very
some
able to
unlucky
just continue
bounces and some
with
lucky
their expected
bounces
results,
and some
albeit
moments of
slight
glory
struggles
that
here and
happen in
there.
Rocket League that you
I
just
think
can't
that only
predict.
tells half of the
So
story. There's a difference, T-Base,
that's why it's
between
annoying playing
the
bots,
teams who are
because
upset in the top
they can
teams
predict like
here
6 seconds
compared to
ahead of the
NA. I
play
think
all of
someone
the time.
in my live chat yesterday
Perfectly.
explained it pretty well. They said that when EU underdogs get one game, it's like they smell blood in the water. When NA underdogs get one game, they panic. They start worrying. They think, oh my goodness, we can do it.
Oh my God.
He's signing his
for me is
chat
the
to help his position. No, you need to be consistent. It's just when you're going up against the
Am I
greats
wrong,
of a
though?
team,
Am I wrong?
you gotta be able to handle business. No, gentlemen, listen, you gotta handle business. Listen, I'll give him a little bit of pause right now. Listen, I'm not gonna say they had a bad.
I'm saying credit to the underdog teams. They actually do. They continue to play well throughout a whole series. They don't panic. They keep on really putting the pressure on. And yeah, some of these underdog teams, Synergy, first main event of the season, they look great. I don't know where this has been all season.
Man, they got multiple lanes. They got like a lot of experience in EU. That's why I give EU.
Yeah.
EU's got a lot of experience. So I'll give it that point. Where you get to like 5 to 10, that 10 to 15 area. Europe, I mean, they got so many people. Dorito, AJG, I mean, they've been in world championships before. Yeah. So, and they teams don't have that at the 5 to 10 to 15 range.
Well, if we're talking underdogs, we got to take a look at Group B because we had a lot of teams because of those early losses in Swiss.
Talk about Inner
we
Circle.
Had a Group B that felt
Talk about the Inner Circle.
a little less stacked than our other group, Group A. And Shogun, you can see it right there in the upper bracket. That whole one half of it felt like teams that we don't generally see on the weekends.
I mean, look at that lower part right there. WIP, Cloud Esports, Inner Circle, Team BSK. They were all, one of those teams was guaranteed a top 6. It was Inner Circle that ended up taking it. But what's ridiculous is just how well those teams did. BSK narrowly missing out. We almost got Astral through to a weekend. You know what, guys? I'm okay with it, though, because whilst we don't get an Astral, we get Alpha 54 back on the field with his first main event win since he beat Oxygen in 2020 World Championships.
Why?
It's been that long.
We beat
Everyone
BSK.
retire,
We beat
come back
Cloud
in 6
twice.
months, you'll be goated.
We beat Man City.
That seems to be the cycle, is retire and then just keep playing. Just keep going here. But yeah,
Right?
on the upper part of this bracket here, we had Ninjas in Pajamas. They made their way through. I mean, I think that was expected. You look at some of the other storylines there. We'll talk about GK in a little bit here, but
They're just
Ninjas
not
in
going to
Pajamas,
talk about
I mean,
Inner
they're one of
Circle
the
at
only
all, are
teams,
they?
in my opinion, that felt like they were doing what they were supposed to do. Johnny,
yesterday.
Maybe outside Vitality.
Well, they are actually quite good at best of 5s. NIP have never had too many issues in best of 5s. It's when they get those best of 7s that more recently they've struggled. That's been true at the major. It was true online as well last split after their first successful. They did great in event 1. Since then, they've struggled on Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll see if they can change that today.
And we saw Inner Circle Cloud again. We talk about underdogs. Today is where T-Bates, they're really going to have to be performing because this is where you're really going to start getting tested. But all these games go into game 5s.
I mean, all of them going game 5.
Oh!
We were talking about it before the show started.
We're not talking about that!
European way, I guess, for all these shows. just to get.
We're not talking about that.
That'd be great.
We're just gonna move on.
Well, the teams would win, I would say.
We're gonna move on from Little Motion's
Yeah,
fucking
this is
musty
where
from the
we
back
have
vault.
to be critical. I mean, GK. I don't
Oh.
know
Can I say
what
something about
they-
this?
I don't- yeah, you
Dempsey,
can-
they're not even gonna talk about it.
I thought they did
I
in this
really
series. What do you think,
dislike
Steven?
Oh, that's a nice goal. What?
We gotta talk about context, cause right here, I mean, it's two great plays by Vatty in particular.
Oh, great play. Great play.
I won't get back to
Oh, that was so good.
We'll
What-
get the bracket in a second. I'll
Little
let you
Motion's
go there,
musty.
but,
We're not even gonna talk about.
overall, it was, as you said, it was fun to see Astra on the field too, but it was also fun to see some players
God damn.
like Compact Toxic, you know, having their opportunity to work towards a weekend.
Dempsey, what are we doing?
5 Shogun for all these teams.
Yeah, I mean, some of the other teams are going to be wondering, you know, what could have been. You know, BSK will be considering it. Heck, even Nova will be considering it over on the on Group A. But I mean, GK will be very disappointed with the run that they had. And T-Bates, I leave the floor to
T-Bates,
you.
go.
What are you thinking?
Well, I just want to say I really don't think GK played bad, man. I mean, they played Vitalite. They played Vitalite and K-Dop Corp.
They did.
And they had their chances in game number 5. It was just exceptional defense by
that
the
was okay.
K-Dop
That was
Corp.
acceptable.
Yeah, that
Now,
was
you
fine.
want to talk about, and then listen, you're looking at this bottom. I know they lose at 4, but look at the context. This dude Vatty hit a dang screamer all the way right underneath the crossbar. It was
Okay, but
perfect
here's
shot.
some
You
more
can't put
context
that
for
no
you. They
better.
have a point. They have come out of this tournament with a single point.
I mean, yeah,
The
I mean,
amount of context
I mean,
given
it's
okay
bad
for
points
them.
wise, but I mean, like play wise, it's not that
Dita.
terrible. We just
Slow
like
motion
they
was the man.
Handed them this. They got a dream bracket
squad
with
was
nobody that they really need to worry about. They would have, if they could have picked 2 teams to take on in the lower bracket, they would have had the run available to them, and they didn't do anything with it.
I think Jack summarized it on Twitter pretty well. He tweeted after the loss, said, "Strange day, not much to say. We weren't good enough. We didn't create anything." And that for me was the summary. Is
He's
they
supposed to
didn't
say that.
really do
Maybe
anything.
that B-side
The
bracket
other
is
teams they
pretty
played against,
good.
yeah, they played well, but they shouldn't really be even giving them the chances to play well. They should just go
What,
out
K-Dop
and
Corp?
control the match, and they didn't
Out
do that.
54 for those are world
K-Dop Corp was
champions.
okay. I don't mind that one. But
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, their second series.
It's
Cal-
the
Calgary
world
series.
champions on
I
our
thought GK were
side.
very flat. They didn't really do much. Didn't control the series like they should. Gave the underdogs too many chances.
All right.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, they're not here now, and they're going to have to work out what's going on. Tempo looked good by the end of it, but it wasn't enough. Too little, too late. And this is our bracket for the day today. We'll take a glance at this again later.
So we
in the
might have to
pre-show
play
here,
Cloud
but, these will
Esport
be the matchups we'll be
again.
playing, and these are the teams that are going to be
My
playing them.
God.
Let's keep those highlights moving for a little bit here, because yesterday actually had a lot of wonderful plays. We can honestly
Thank you for
could
the follow,
probably
Devin.
extend our top 5 plays to top 10 or something like that. But here are our progressive top plays. Shogi, jump us into them.
And we're going to start off an incredible outplay here from Mozzarella. Go backboard, doesn't need the reset of the backboard. He's going to go by
If
himself.
Little Motion is
Powers
not
his way
on
back
this
down.
top 5,
Try and think of different ways you can do it. Zen
after this
tries,
goal,
Zen watches.
Little Motion has 3 goals better than this goal. If Little Motion is not on this, I am so mad.
Playing today, but of course they got a highlight today. Oski, but it is a beautiful shot. I mean, it's just simply incredible.
Little
how good and
Motion,
talented
ceiling
this young
reset
man is.
back down,
Showing
or
his
his
stuff,
musty
General Mace is unfortunate
Zen
not playing
touch.
today, but he'll be back next open.
Here we go.
And at third, we got Little
Attaboy.
Motion from SIRCLE. You're going to see them later on today. This was an equalizer in Game 5 in a qualifying match. Upper round 2 qualifying match. Everything on the line here. Late equalizer in a game they went on to win. Absolutely
Hell
phenomenal
yeah.
stuff.
Listen, you want to talk about Vatty? He can have a couple top 5 plays in my estimation. Beautiful pass right here at 0 seconds is
What
one
a
of the best
player.
plays of the game. Unfortunately for them, they pulled in NRG after that and they lost in overtime.
We created
But it's a
chances, Sir
great play
Grayskull.
nonetheless.
We were.
And to finish it all off, we've got ourselves a Psycho. Growly all the way into the midfield. Reese
That's
Fox puts
unreal.
it in, get extra points. Not even
We beat
touching
these
the
guys,
ground.
by the
It was
way.
a straight line from one side of the field to the other, and that is the #1 play.
That was
I
sick.
wonder what the speed on that when that hit, because that was moving. That thing was screaming across there.
15
some
minutes,
good
guys.
top plays again. As I said, there were a lot of other plays that could have made it too. I do recommend go checking out some highlights at least from yesterday. But we got to move on here and try to rack our brains a little bit, because I want to move on to some power.
Bro, I don't know why this stream sucks so much. But it always, I don't know. It always be lagging.
Oh, so we'll nominate a position
It's
here.
in
Yeah.
order.
So Johnny had a good idea. I'm going to start off with number 1 here. I'm going to throw out number 1, and then I'm going to nominate it. You guys are going to do a thumbs up or thumbs down,
thumbs up,
whether we put this in, and if you guys
Thank you
don't
for the
agree with me,
follow.
Shogi can then nominate the
Welcome,
next
Mitch.
one.
Hasn't
We'll
started
go
yet.
on, so we'll get
15
someone for each
minutes.
spot. Starting off number 1 seed. Number
Elite,
1 seed,
15 minutes.
I'm gonna just put it out there then. NRG.
All
Just,
shining,
I'm throwing
buddy.
NRG in number 1 here.
15 minutes.
I know I can get 1 thumbs up guaranteed here. Okay, they're not going with it, T-Bates. They're not going with it. Shogun has to give us our next nomination then. Who are you putting in at number 1?
Given base recent form, Team Vitality.
Okay.
Go and get the idea.
I think actually, honestly, from this weekend, over any other options besides like NRG, yeah, I think.
All right, they're in.
Yeah, C4.
All right, Vitality number 1. Okay, we got our number 1 seed already.
Do I've
Team
got drops on,
Vitality.
guys, or what?
Let's go with number 2. Do we just start with Shogi then?
Just gonna be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be forever. I'll get all of them.
Okay.
T-Bates.
All right, T-Bates, who's our number 2?
Put NRG on the board if it's NAEU only. We shall be agree on that. There you go. Johnny even puts thumbs
I mean,
up.
I threw up NRG as
Number
the
3.
I have to. Yeah, okay. All right, who we got number 3 seed? Who's our nomination here?
I want to say number 3, Carmen Corp.
We're all thinking on this one. That's actually tough.
Of them.
Oh. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. It's
Look at us.
okay.
What's up?
Yeah.
We're great. We're doing so well, people.
For number 4 then, and this is a tough one.
Just keep looking at the European side there.
Yeah.
Go on, keep.
I'm going to go, I'm between 2 right now. I'm going to have to go with Ninjas in Pajamas.
That's a great team. Oh my God.
I got no. I'm not doing well right now. Okay.
Shogun.
All right, Shogun.
Shogun, you're up.
Oh, Space Station.
It's a good shout. I'm not gonna lie. It's
not
a good.
bad,
It's
but
not.
I'm gonna
It's
say
not a
bad.
bad shout. It's not a bad. I mean, it's not bad. I gotta go with it. Thumbs down.
Still two.
What? Leaf didn't watch last week, bro. Like, bro. What do you mean, bro? All right.
right, Bates.
Who we got, Bates then?
If that's the case, then you gotta say Gentle Mage then, surely.
That was my other.
Okay.
Go against one.
You gotta say Gentle Mage then.
I'll be here, Sir.
yeah.
Hey, Sir Grey Skull. I'll see you
SSG
here.
live.
Apparently.
SSG at 5 as well coming up.
Okay, so this is what we have so far.
Tina, how sick would that be?
No,
Elite, I own the inner
That's
circle
it.
team.
Let me say it first.
Inner circle all day, baby.
SSG 5 though.
You do SSG 5?
Yeah, SSG 5.
Okay,
I
what
can't
do we
believe
feel?
this. SSG
That's
wouldn't go
fine.
5 against Game Ward.
That's
Yeah.
fine, I guess.
Yeah, I again,
You get
the
one.
G-mates at the second was.
SSG
Hold
played
up, I'm writing it down, I'm writing it down, hold up,
times,
hold up.
man.
Well, I'm a bad run right now, so.
Get one in, leave.
Well, yeah. Well, Can I throw up Ninjas in Pajamas again?
You can.
And where?
Okay.
And what? For 6?
Yeah.
Where's the goal?
Oh, okay.
I'll be waiting, Sir Grey Skull. I want to see you in there.
Alright, Shogun.
If Shogun says Ninjas in Pajamas, okay.
Do I go? I'm gonna go Manchester City. I'm not.
Man City?
Man City. I don't know. I don't know if I voted against yours because I really felt it in Leaf. I think I just voted
What do you
against
thought?
it because
We
it's the
beat
crowd.
Man City.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. All right, T-Bates, we got 2
T-Bates.
thumbs down. You got to give us our.
Oh, no.
6.
This isn't good for me. Give me Shopify. Shopify 6 then. Give me Shopify.
Shopify.
Shopify 6? Thank you. Oh, I'm on fire right now.
He's doing all right.
All right.
Johnny's on fire right now,
sir,
too.
I'm not doing this to spite you.
Here it comes. NLP's gonna come. Johnny's in control, bro.
Great idea, Johnny boy. I really like that.
I'm just stealing your homework.
Fine, there we go. We'll go NLP. I like it.
Okay.
All right, so
So we have one last left.
Link
I don't want to go. I don't want to go now.
No, you're going,
Come on,
buddy.
Leaf. You
Go
get the
on
last
up.
one.
You get the last
Okay,
one.
okay.
do this.
All right. Well, I'm just getting Genji.
I'm sorry. I'm not
really
doing
want
this
to
to
give it
spite
to
you.
you.
Do it now, bro.
You know, I wanted to see if I hit the streak. I want to see if I hit the streak. Good. All right.
No, I-
They do rise to the challenge, baby. They rise to the pressure makes them better.
Right.
Turns them into diamonds.
Shogun.
Who's?
Well, I'm going Man City again, I guess. I don't know
It's
who
not
else you put
bad.
there. Who
It's
else
not
do you put
bad.
there?
It's not bad. It's not bad to put Man City, no?
This guy wants K-Dop Corp in there. That's
They
what
got,
he
they got
wants.
Miss a Major in top 8. This is thumbs down for me. That's
Miss a
it.
major in top 8. What? Nah. I don't mind
Go
it.
VP then? Is that where?
Nah, I don't mind it. That's fine. Eight's open. I got Man City. Put it in there. I thumbs up.
Leaf, the decision's yours. Thumbs up or down for Man City.
For which? For Man City?
Man City at 8.
Let's just get it over with.
Okay.
What's our final? What's our final mixed results?
I was gonna say VP, but GK.
Yeah, honestly, I would vote VP. I back them forever. So.
VP.
But yeah, we
They didn't make top 8 last.
10 minutes per series.
I don't care. I will back VP all day.
Yeah, VP falling, but I'm not completely off of them yet. I'm giving them a little bit more chances.
There
Okay,
you
these are
go.
top 8. That's not bad, you know. That's
I know. Johnny really controlled the top 8.
Yeah, I am never.
It's a democracy. How can I control it?
Oh yeah.
I'm never giving my opinion again. All right, we got to move on. We're running out of time here. We got one more game to get here. I want to get some more opinions. I'm gonna have just you guys be involved in this one because my opinions suck. So let's do a 50-50, a little head-to-head here.
No
We're
love.
gonna give a topic, and each of the analysts are gonna have 30 seconds to make their statement. And then the other two of us can pick who was right on that, I guess. But first statement, we're going to have Shogun and Johnny go head-to-head on this one. My statement here is, outside of the expected 4 teams in the top 8, which team is the most likely to appear in the grand finals? Basically, we're talking about underdogs here. Let's start off with Shogun. Let's start the music. 30 seconds, Shogi. Hit it.
Inner circle.
I feel like it's going to go for 2 positions, Inner Circle or Synergy. I'm going to go Synergy because
Come on,
go
bro.
for the most wacky wild occasion possible. I think that
Come
they've got
on.
a good matchup there in the
Yeah,
quarterfinals
Nip is really
against
good.
NIP. Between them and Vitality, I would have picked NIP every single time. So Synergy, bad results, not making a top 16 so far this season, but they have been underperforming, and I can just see them having that little bit of magic this weekend.
All right. I think you're probably close to 30 seconds there. Let's see what Johnny has in retaliation here.
All right, I'm saying K-Dot Corp because listen to this run. Manchester City, who we all know are not a top 8 team in EU and NA, definitely not. Then Inner Circle is their, no, not sorry, it's not Inner Circle. Synergy is their next predicted match, totally winnable. And then you're up against Vitality. It's the old Vitality against the new Vitality. All the pressures on the new
So he's just
Vitality,
assuming
old
Vitality
win,
beats
aka
Inner
K-Dot
Circle.
Corp,
Okay.
AKA Vitality. So I think K-Dot Corp have a good chance of making the grand final.
I mean,
this is your team tomorrow, mate.
Okay.
No love.
Bates, yeah, let's who
I hope
who
we win
picking on,
so.
the better
I mean,
argument
obviously it is a tough
Johnny,
matchup
they said
today, but
Vitality.
just because of that.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God,
go
if
with
we
Johnny just
pull
because
something off.
I want to see I would love to see that. I would love to see Redox. Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm with that. All right.
Okay.
All right. Number 2. Let's do Johnny and Bates one here. You two are up here. Yeah, yeah. We got to move on here. No, we got one more to go here. Johnny and Bates. Given the surprising results of Open number 4, which region has more depth, EU or NA? Johnny, I'm gonna let you have the floor first since you won that last one there. Hit it. 30 seconds.
So wait, hold on a second. You said there was going to be a question, but I'm not really seeing a question. You said which region has more depth between EU and
Absolutely
NA?
correct,
Where's the
Sir
question?
Grayskull.
I don't see the question. I must be missing something here.
Where's the
Okay,
tough
yeah.
matchup? Oh, just
You've got 50
Vitality.
more seconds
Zen
to
and
fill
company.
with
We'll
this
see if we
nice
can
bit.
do it. Party time, Dan. I hope
I'm
you're
just not seeing the
enjoying
point,
yourself.
Like, EU and NA, which region has more depth? I just don't think. Is there a question? I'm not seeing a question.
Okay, Bates. He didn't find a question this, which means he thinks the answer must be obvious. What's your retaliation to this, or your answer, or some sort of thought that we didn't seem to get out of him? 30 seconds, go.
Listen, let me tell you something, Leaf.
Yeah.
The NA EU depth? We don't need to answer that question, man. It's a bad spot. It's a bad spot, man. It's a bad spot. The NA EU depth. There's no. Well, I'll tell you this.
Hey,
NA
thank you
depth,
for
man,
the
is so
follow,
good.
buddy.
If you really just focus on the top 1 team, we're better. Still, to this day. They have the power ranking wrong, but after that, if you define depth as more than 1 team, we're losing. Final answer.
Okay, Shogi.
Exactly,
I
Dana.
think we have a defined answer.
Exactly,
I
Dana.
don't think anybody won.
Exactly.
Right now.
I felt like I won because I got laughs.
You. I guess. I mean, okay. So we don't know. Maybe is it depth? Is it inconsistency? Have we converted Bates over to EU? He's here right now. Maybe. We'll find out.
Bates is in a new era ever since NRG won. The brand new era for T-Bates. All right.
Talk to
There's
me.
no bias.
I am Mr. Worldwide.
Okay, well, let's move on. Guys, we got to get kickoff started in a few moments here. Crowd cam, we got to get you on that too. RL Esports, twitch.tv/RL Esports. If you want a different perspective of the playing field, get on over there. Have that up on the side monitor. You can see how some of the plays are developing. Some of those players that make it off screen, they're getting some boost. You want to know what's going on? You can see the rotations. It's a good way to see it. Here's the prize pool and the points. I got to tell you right now, I know a lot of these teams are looking at the point column as the most important column right now, because as we get partway through the season, this is going to get tighter and tighter coming towards that World Championships at the end here. But one more glance at the bracket where we're at. This is a lot different than yesterday. It's do or die. You got to win. Cruise on through here. We've got 8 teams. We'll see how that plays out in a little bit. And if you want to see what order it plays out in, we got a little schedule here. Take screenshots so you know which
So
time
Grayskull,
your
you'll be
favorite
just in
team is
time.
playing. We're starting off with Inner Circle versus Team Vitality. Let's start talking about them. T-Bates, Inner Circle Vitality. I mean, we had Vitality. We just talked about them as if we're
They still don't have the
images together,
space
they
for
still
Inner
get the
Circle.
#1 seed. They were the best coming out of yesterday, looking at least.
Yeah, I think they were. I mean, I will say, Man City had a pretty good series against them, but I
Hey,
mean,
Goffs.
Vitality at the moment, they're playing really consistent. Rocket League, something that we kind of be questioning is that era. He started off 2023, of course, major champion.
My
world
boy.
champion. After that, hasn't necessarily been able to capture that same success. But
My
coming
boy.
up, adding stages to the roster, they're looking pretty good. And then Inner Circle on the other side, kind of in that question mark of questionable side, I'm gonna say, if you want to call that, of the two.
My
groups
boy.
that bottom quadrant in group
Sir
number
Cam, what's
B.
up?
They have a lot to prove today. It would be a huge upset if they end up getting this W, and I'm excited to see it.
Me and Boris rocking the
Overall,
mustache.
Again, I think we're looking at underdogs here.
Andy
Shogun.
the Mandy.
We've got, you know, the Brits coming up against the French here. Vitality, again, they've shown how good they are. Stizzy is starting to fit into that mix super well here.
Cute.
Actually, we got to talk, Shogi. We saw how early and prepared this Team Vitality was today.
Oh yeah, they are.
Laugh.
more
I don't know.
ready to
Johnny
go.
Boy
I think they need to
fucking
as well. I mean,
makes
we were
YouTube
talking at the
videos
major,
about
this
it.
is the greatest chance that they've had to win something ever since they won a world championship. Now we get to this
don't know,
open
Laugh.
tournament. We've
I don't know.
got Casey in the lower bracket. All of their near rivals are either eliminated or in a whole heap of trouble when it comes to this bracket. Vitality, this is the opportunity. This event to
It's when I sent them down to
finally
Africa,
get
Sir Cam. You know the
that wall
story.
broken down and go and actually win one of these.
You know the
We've got
story.
the power rank first.
Absolute bullshit.
What have they won recently? They are there by default because everyone else is just sort of not playing up to their own standards. Vitality now got to go and take it.
Hashtag IS or hashtag.
So Cam, you remember the
VIT in
story when I
chat
sent them
for
down to
Progressive
Africa.
Fan.
Laugh
Let us know
went.
who you think's gonna take
Laugh
it. I have
went
a
as well.
feeling I know which
The
way
curious-
this one's
if we
gonna
want
go
me to
for
cast
both
it,
chat
I
and
will
the
mute
guest.
them.
Overall, sometimes
And I'll
though,
cast it, but we have to all agree
Johnny,
on it,
having
I
that kind of
think.
underdog approach to it can help. I mean, we just saw what can happen yesterday in the European region, either it be depth or inconsistency. Maybe there's a possibility here. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, the Inner Circle, they've been putting up some good results. They beat Man City in the Swiss in qualifying, and yesterday they came out of what we thought would be the weakest quadrant, but they did it, you know, with some great goals, some good plays in the clutch situations. So they are a solid team. That being said, Vitality,
Yeah, Sir Cam, I might have to get I might have to buy a room for him, eh?
So this is probably going to be too big of a challenge for them, especially in a best of 7. But I'm excited because Inner Circle, the farthest that these guys have made it in any event, as far as I can remember. Golf's made a top 8 once before, but this is top 6 already. So yeah, new hype for them, a chance to see how they perform under the extra pressure.
It definitely does feel, though, T-Bates, as if it's a bit of a class difference when it comes to the level of Rocket League we sometimes, or the consistency of Rocket
I
League
think so,
see
Choco.
between these two teams. One feels definitely like a well put together wall, and it feels like Inner Circle is going to have to break that down.
I mean, yeah, it's exemplified via the cameras. You got one team playing in a facility with a coach, with the point, with the man.
Oh my
and
God,
everybody else in
relax.
between. The other one's playing at home with no organization. So they're trying to make themselves work. So I mean, you're going up against Zen.
With no org.
Still
Okay.
top 5 in the game.
Okay.
You
The
can say best in the
disrespect,
game.
bro.
I don't know how many people would agree with that, but the argument is there, and I wouldn't be mad at it at all. So Vitality, I'm with Johnny. They are the most consistent team in EU at the moment. It appears to be. I put K Corp in that conversation as well. So just trying to get this job done.
Bro,
today.
do I gotta go
Hopefully
buy a
not going all the way to
fucking?
game 5.
Do I gotta
Game
just go
7,
buy
I
us?
guess, in this
Do
case,
I just
like
gotta
they
go
did
buy a
on
building?
Man City.
Is that
Okay,
it?
well, it's time to put on the board
Yeah,
here.
Zakarian,
Let's get our
they're locked.
prediction
They're
here. I
locked
have
and
a
loaded.
feeling I know what it's going to look like in a moment. Do I want to start the train off with some Vitality? You guys going to flip the same?
Sure, man. I just agree with you like, on this one.
Yeah, you must.
Do I gotta go buy a building and now we're real?
You can flip me too.
Thank you. All right, let's
Choco,
get
do I gotta go
Vitality
buy a
board
building in
Vitality
Liverpool
across it.
here?
I'll write it up for all of you. Yeah, Vitality. I think at this point, I mean, we all agreed for sure. Vitality's got to be got to be that number 1 too. If we merge the regions, even they're looking so good right now. Stizzy's fit into the mix so well, and I'm expecting to see that consistency here. Would I like to see a close game? Sure, but Vitality.
Choco, maybe you run it.
Has to be most people's favorites coming into this.
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely have to be. I think for any way for
I'll need someone to run the building, you know?
That defense, that is a heck of a percentage. Right now, I mean, they went 1 game yesterday.
I guess they're all predicting an upset here. Yeah, that's kind of wild, Dina, that they all agreed on an upset.
Well, hopefully my streak of being wrong doesn't continue on here for Team Vitality as they hit the pitch against Inner Circle. It's time to get our first best of 7 underway on Saturday as the playoffs begin. Inner Circle facing down at Team Vitality. Let's have some fun.
Well, you can only beat the teams in front of you, and credit to Inner Circle, Johnny Boy. So far, they've been doing that, but now, as Game 1 is brought to you by Progressive, they're up against Team Vitality, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, they've done everything you could ask from them so far. They beat Man City.
Here we go, guys.
That preferential seeding coming into group stage.
Here we go.
And then they did what a lot of the top teams have not done. They won out of that top, or got the top spot out of their quadrants. So,
tough start.
I was about to say they got a chance against Vitality, but they might not really have a chance of Zen's playing anything like we know he can. That's a great start. 1v3 off the kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, that is similar to the goal that Zen got against Gentlemates way back in the kickoff. That incredible angle that you never expected to be able to put it away from. Not quite as tight, but just a reminder that, as we mentioned, and as we said on the pre-show, this is a different kettle of fish the teams are up against today, or the team that Inner Circle will be up against today. But Team Vitality, they're looking good. They're still looking like themselves, really building some momentum.
Long series as well.
Yeah, Zen's been spectacular.
Long series as well.
Never really fallen off since he entered the best in the world conversation in his debut split. And Stizzy's been going from strength to strength.
Reminder, it's a best of 7.
Really, it all comes down to how well he's playing for me. If Exotic's playing well, I think Vitality will be, one of the teams to beat in the world of RLCS and definitely in
Could
EU.
be a little motion.
Let's see what can Inner Circle spelt wrong do. Inner Circle with an S.
Oh my God!
They tried to put the pressure on, but
Inner Circle spelt wrong.
Language
Okay.
adapts, my friend, and so to a Team Vitality at the moment. They're realizing that Inner Circle are going to have a little bit of a threat, so the option, the obvious fix, flick it towards Zen and let him do the rest. Good play from Stizzy as well. Nice to see him back in form because he's a player that can have some dips, but seems to be finding his groove now for Team Vitality.
I love to see Zen in the Octane as well.
I expected the first game to be tough.
Myself, I don't think Zen is enough.
Yeah, Sir Lofty.
I
Yes.
like to see mechanical players in the Octane. It feels to me like it's usually
Good
the
save.
hyper mechanical players who go towards the Fennec. But Zen in the Octane today, and not the first time he's played this, of course. Gonna be curious to see how he goes in it. Oh, hold on a second. Exotic's nearly had a bit of a blunder there. Got his bluff called, and the long shot goes just wide for Inner Circle.
Yeah, Stizzy was covering well, saw that Exotic was in a slightly awkward position, and Team Vitality should be able to ease themselves forward yet again, spending an awful lot of time inside this Inner Circle half. And I would say Inner Circle with an S. I like that, you know, it gives
Thank
you that
you.
SEO. If you Google that, there's only one team that's
Yes!
and now they're showing it.
Yes!
Oh, it's
Yes!
with the mistake
Yes!
He had enough boost here, but worried about getting dunked on. He went low, and he couldn't
They
get
bleed!
the ball. He just gives it away.
They
And
bleed,
it's in
Cookie!
For Inner Circle.
Honestly, that goal has given me PTSD from when you and I played against Shogun a lot, 2v2, other events, where I try and do the Diaz goal over and over again, and you just wait and put it home. But actually, they might get another the post from Gorse.
Damn.
Followed up from Vorse.
Zen would completely whiff that on the back wall.
And this is, like we keep saying, this is the chance for Inner Circle, for all their players,
Great
to go
touch.
further than they've ever gone before in an EU RLCS event. Goffs has made a top 8 before.
Oh!
What's going on here?
Oh my
just
goodness.
keeps it out for Vitality. But yeah, Goffs, he made a top 8 when he played with Rizix
Here
and
comes Vorse.
and RRG. As for the other two, this is their first foray into a top 8 playoffs.
Yeah, Yeah, and sometimes when players are in a brave new world, they do step up. They do feel that, you know, you're up against better players, you play faster. It might take you a game, or even, in the case of Inner Circle, half a game to get used to that pace. But it does seem that in the last 30 seconds or so, they have been able to figure out a way to at least play around Team Vitality. Almost got their second, just onto the post. Gorse is coming forward again. Can he force this
Well
one
done,
in?
buddy.
Decent 50-50 by Zen, gets it safely over the top of his own goal. But more pressure coming in. Look at that blocking
wow.
from Gorse. He's got the read at the moment on Team Vitality.
And Goffs is trusting there, running ahead of the play to look for a goalkeeper, look for a bump on the goalkeeper. Didn't amount to anything this time, but they are keeping Vitality back. Vitality need to be really careful with those air dribbles off their backboard. Zen got one wrong earlier, and they did concede off the back of it. Stable. That's how I would describe the game right now. Just it's
they almost
not
got that pinch to work.
Vitality favored like we expected it to be.
Yeah, Zen with a much better touch of his own backboard this time, as you would expect. Back to normality in that sense for Team Vitality. Vorse into the middle, up against Exotic. Exotic wins it, but it's well read again by Vorse. As I mentioned earlier, they're starting to...
Here comes a little motion.
Vitality are trying a great boost steal there. Motion over the top nearly of Zen.
Good
He's having
bump.
like an awful lot of saves, is Zen.
I think that might have been the wrong option there for Motion, though. They were in a brief 2v1. Air dribble bump, maybe, or just a run-ahead demo would have made sense. Take Zen out of the picture, leaving it open for your teammate. Or maybe just going high to the backboard, something.
Damn.
They did, but they are still knocking on the door.
We have a chance here. We are creating some pressure, aren't we, guys?
Having to dig deep here to take this first game, and if Little Circle can make it through, and sorry, Inner Circle, and there's going to be something possible for them here. Now, this series suddenly is blown wide open if they can get this opening game. Stizzy gets it towards Vorse. Team Vitality are doing
I don't think
well
the opening
for now.
game's too.
Keeping the ball in blue territory, but Vorse is able to get it forward. Zen tries to take
Every
control
win
of
is
things.
course, but
Motion tracking him all the way. Circle not rushing.
it'll be a
anything,
long
so what's what
series,
we like
I
to
think.
see. It's important there, and Motion's going to have a clean touch on this one.
Yeah, Goffs again was running ahead looking for the bump on Stizzy. Didn't land it, but I like that they're going for these physical plays in front of the ball. That's going to annoy Vitality, and it's going to increase the urgency of Vitality's defensive rotations. Exotic trying to return the favor there. Force dodging the back wall bump. 20 seconds to go. Vitality still up by 1. They'd want another just to feel comfortable here, but the clock might win it for them.
Yeah, we've already seen some big 0-second equalizers and late plays over EU yesterday on Friday. This could be another big one. Vorse coming up against Stizzy. Stizzy bounces back and gets another touch on the ball. Gorse to the ceiling. Vorse might be able to get this touch. Isn't quite able to do so. And Exotic gets demoed for his troubles. Actually gets the demo for his troubles. The ball stays high.
Oh.
Is Vorse gonna be
All right,
Not
we're playing.
quite.
We're looking good.
There's something there for Inner Circle.
Yeah, not a bad game after they got settled into it.
Not a bad game.
Got the kickoff goal. Well, Zen got the kickoff goal all by himself, actually, for Vitality.
Ender, thank
And they doubled up
you.
the lead,
Rough
but
start. That's okay.
that
They were
was
looking good. They were in that
pretty
game. The
easy.
last minute, 2 minutes, they were there.
Favoring Inner Circle. For the
I think
second
that's
half.
going to be a good thing
So
for them.
I like that physical play aspect that they're bringing. That one chance stands out to me as well. Motion had a great opportunity. Vitality overextended, and Motion did not punish them. They actually had a 2v1. You have to take those chances against Vitality.
Well, early doors, Zen was sniping it from every angle, and all was feeling good for Team Vitality. But as the game went on, his second goal here, within a minute, you're thinking, you know, this could be 4 or 5. This could be one of those series that just looks like a breeze for the sort of superior team, but it didn't develop. And Inner Circle really showed us why they did make it.
I think
yesterday,
we just
because,
missed
you know,
one
it's
good
all well
chance.
and
We
good
have that
saying they were in
2-2.
the,
I thought we were all
easiest
over 'em.
quadrant. But if you're in the easiest quadrant of an EU top 16, it's not an easy quadrant.
Yeah, it was a you know, a quadrant where they still have to go and get the wins in. I mean, it's not like they just qualified through to the main event and they look who they're against and think, nice, we don't even have to turn our monitors on today. 3 wins for us boys. No, they're in a quadrant against Team BSK, who are very experienced players. Astral, Growly, Reese Fox, they beat them. That's a quality win to start off the day.
Ender,
But they
come
took
on.
Cloud Esport, who we're going to see later on today.
We stabilized.
you
Let's
know,
see what
really
we
good
got here.
stuff,
We got to get out of this
from
first
the
kickoff
team.
this time.
But we need to see a little bit more. They need to make the right decisions in those moments where they've got Vitality in 1v2 positions.
Let's see if any of these players can make themselves a hero. Here is Motion against the
Yes!
Oh, what? And threads the needle. That's a much better one than Zen's was game 1 from a similar angle.
The fake on Exotic, and then the low shot underneath Stizzy. Zen
Come on.
Stizzy would have had that.
Come on.
Not ready for the,
Come on, boys.
the motion placement to come through. I mean, he absolutely slotted that.
Yeah, that was a lovely little goal there.
Here comes
Gorse coming
Goffs.
forward again, trying to keep this momentum going. Gets it over the top. His bump.
Come on, boys.
Coming in.
second here.
Oh, they look a little
We have got
shaken.
game, and if we've got a game, we might have a series.
Zen with the Sir Winalot shit flip on the goal line.
And a little bit of
Done that
kickoff
before.
goal revenge. That's
Go on, lads.
back from game 1.
Get 10.
Okay, let's see how Vitality.
Nugget, it's so good to have you here, buddy.
Inner Circle got down by 2 last game. They actually look like the better team for the rest of the game. Will Vitality be able to do that?
Definitely going to have to, because this is a huge start for Inner Circle. Gorf tries to keep it going as well. Credit to
you won't like
Circle. They're making sure
All right,
they stay
little
back on
motion.
what they have. That's the temptation at this point, where you think, okay, we're 2 goals to the good. Let's try and defend for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Not going to happen.
They got a lot of boost there.
Playing this one right. Gorf comes in again, wants to try and tempt Zen out. Almost able to do so. And honestly, we've barely seen this ball in the blue half.
Yeah, they're keeping Vitality back for now. And they're keeping their boost totals nice and high. Spreading out just enough to make the avoidance of double commits nice and easy. Yeah, they're definitely...
Yep, good pass. Here comes
They've
Goffs.
settled into the match now. If they were nervous at the start
Woo!
of game 1, that's no longer the case. These guys are playing well.
Well done.
Vitality are the team who are seeming to struggle to establish the rotation.
Goffs.
Gorf's coming in at the near post. Dizzy gets it to relative safety.
Boost steal.
And
Yep,
also
leave for
followed through
Vorse.
again. Vorse keeps the attack going. Vitality unable
Wild
to break
50.
out. Zen barely any boost. Stizzy just has to wait. He can clear it, but
Vorse
Vorse
again.
goes
Yeah, he
there. Zen goes
wins.
to the race, but Vorse wins it so easily. Gets the flip reset as well from the ceiling. Fakes it out. Then attempt towards
Comes
Gorf's.
little motion.
And now motion can come in. Almost gets this one over the top of Stizzy. Every
Come on,
time
boys.
the ball is loose in the air, Johnny, it's falling to a blue player.
Uh-oh,
Well,
that's
that might
gonna be
the
in.
difference this time. It's Zen that breaks through, and Exotic
Zen did well there.
does get the finish, and my Vitality needed that.
They really did. It was just that
Nugget, we
one
linking up
moment
for
where they
ones
played a
or
little
what?
bit Too risky there.
Huh?
Force pushing up from 3rd man position. They've all been doing that.
They
Motion
can
did
keep
the
it up.
same in the
I think
last
so
play
too,
and it
Nugget.
worked, but
Here we go.
Force pushing up as 3rd there only works if his teammate gets a 50.
Great
good
bump.
motion. Clipping Stizzy, who is coming in for the shot after the kickoff. They're playing a very high defensive line, Inner Circle, and overall it's resulted in tons of pressure being put on Vitality, but it also got them scored on there.
Of course, underneath Stizzy. Stizzy gets something on it just about. It seemed for a second that he commit the cardinal sin of letting the ball go completely underneath him without a challenge. Gorf's comes in. Stizzy now trying to keep the ascendancy going for Team Vitality. Exotic
save.
is weak. Did he have other options? Could he have gone for the backboard or the side? Instead he
Ooh, it's a good snipe. Man.
shot. And do you know
Okay,
what?
good.
It ends up being correct. Zen follows through.
Great placement from Zen. Stizzy sticks it back in quickly. Zen just up fast enough to beat motion to the punch, and he puts it straight
Danny, thank you
into
for the
top
follow,
corner to
buddy.
tie the game. Important moment here for
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Tilted to lose,
We knew these games would be
like that,
close.
especially after only having it for a minute and a few seconds. And they have to win. Oh, they have to stabilize. They need to get a good game here, I think, if they want to make this into a competitive series. And we're just hanging on for now.
Save.
Slightly off the angles are never there. There's something worse
Well done.
than a ball that's to your side when you're driving a Rocket League car, because you can't really move sideways.
Oh my
you
God,
can dodge,
this
but that
fucking
keeps you
stream.
flat, and it all gets a bit awkward. Stizzy over the top of Vorse. They're chasing shadows at the moment,
Done.
but motion does break through and gets 100 boost. That was the touch that Circle needed.
Zen starting to find gaps in the defense here. He's getting the ball past 1 or 2 players every single time he gets a piece of it. That's always the benefit of having a player
Well
like
done,
Zen on the
Vorse.
pitch.
Does help.
Able to take it past
Great
multiple. Recovery from the bump, still getting the dunk on the 2nd man there. Once again, the 1v2 exchanges from Zen, giving Vitality so much space.
Yeah, credit to Vitality.
Yes, little motion.
2-0 down and getting battered for the first couple of minutes really of this game. Completely turn this one around, have those quiet team chats, use the place that they're all together next to each other to their best advantage, talk things through, and now here we are. They're looking favourites to take game 2 and a 2-0 lead in this series. Stizzy keeps the attack going. It's been an onslaught now for Team Vitality for the last minute or so. Another bump comes in. Gorf's half gets the touch, then is there, gets a bit of height on it. All three Inner Circle players go
That's
off.
tough.
And there's Exotic. Johnny
All right,
on the
boys,
spot,
lock
puts
in
it away.
time.
The whole team's jumping. They're just panicking there. The whole squad's up in the air to try and make the save. And good placement by Exotic. He still had to do something there. Wasn't completely open. Yeah, the panic and defense was pretty clear there, Cole. As Inner Circle capitulate.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the screenshot later on of all 3 Inner Circle players going for the same ball. That's always a fun one. Free throw doesn't quite do the defending justice, but here comes Vorce.
Sure.
They turn this one right back around.
We won't look
Zizzy.
at the vitality of
Touch on it
that.
towards Exotic. If Vitality can get one more here, that may well be game over. But that's a very big if. Slightly less than one when Zen has the ball. He goes long. Motion, decent catch. Stizzy wants to get a touch on this one, and maybe he'll be able to if he can use his boost well enough. Doesn't have to in the end. And Team Vitality now, they'll feel they've done most of the work. They can slow this one down and just show some game management.
Yeah, they're comfortable at the moment. Momentum firmly back on their side. This isn't like the last game where they've got a 2-goal lead, lost a goal, and now suddenly they're holding on. Oh, hold on.
Vorce. Oh, what a save from
goal side of it. But what a pass by Motion to stop at the ball on the goal line.
Yeah, love the idea there from Motion. Might be too little too late though. Exotic is slowing this one right down. A couple of 50-50s. It goes towards Stizzy. He pumps it long. Gorse needs to do something special. He can't even find the pass. None of his team have got any boost. Team Vitality seem to be able.
All right, we were right there.
In this series, they go 2-0 up. They didn't make it easy. That performance was the reminder that they are the experienced
Olsen, don't you dare look away again.
Yeah, that
Gonna leave you locked in now.
Comeback there from Vitality. They didn't panic when they went down. They just stayed, stayed with their game.
We had them that game. We're right there.
What we know they can do, just mainly being patient and waiting for Zen to get those spaces to open up for them. Just let Zen do the work on the ball. The other guys keeping it more simple. I mean, obviously Exotic and Stizzy are mechanical in their own right. But it really did for me in the middle of the game feel like every time Zen got the ball, he'd get it past one and then 50-50 the second guy. That's always a great thing to do in 3v3. You take two opponents out of the game at the cost of only yourself, putting your teammates in an advantageous situation. And yeah, when it came down to it, Inner Circle could.
Yep, we do need to see it.
Panicked, triple committed.
We weren't gonna sweep.
Save attempts and couldn't get back to save it.
Yes, Rez.
Yeah, all three.
It's the Inner Circle, buddy.
Well. It was Zen who had, the mechanics as you expect to break Inner Circle down, but once they started swarming, it was.
And maybe we get Nugget for once.
Finishing was fantastic and positioning.
Still talking to Nugget about it.
That was really the difference there between those two teams, making the most of that pressure. Inner Circle, just as game one, couldn't quite make the most of it, but they did have those opportunities. A reminder, in a best of 7, there are tactical timeouts, something that the Inner Circle players might not be as used to taking, and that maybe goes to show, because normally, Johnny, 2 games down, you take one.
Yeah, I think it should be pretty automatic there. I think they probably should have called their timeout, especially looking at how the game went. They had a 2-goal lead.
I'm not British,
goals in a row. I think you just have to call a timeout there. Just take an extra minute to talk about it. Even if you feel like you're ready for the next game, still, I think it's just smarter to go for the timeout. But they've decided not to. We'll see if they can lock in without the timeout. Goss is getting that demo in the first third again. He did that in game 1 to success. Overall, the attacking game plan, I've not hated it from Inner Circle. I've liked what I've seen at times. That high line of defense can be risky, but if they can make it, they can communicate well, they can make it work, it is hard to play against.
Oh, lovely 50-50 towards Goss.
Yes! Yes! All right.
Motion, who to me has been their standout player, gets another goal.
Well done, Vorce. Well done.
50-50s.
Smart from Goss.
That's really well played by Goss.
Here we go.
Dead in the box. So a little motion can come in and get an open net, essentially an open net.
Yeah, for it. It was just easier to put that. They could put me as Canadian, but Liquipedia fucked it up.
Who needs him, Johnny? That's what we're seeing here in the first 40 seconds.
Good beat.
Number 3. We'll see if that changes. Vorce with the catch. The other touch pass, it does. Zen
Hands
once
up.
again is the furthest man back for Team Vitality. To get the second touch, Gorse is desperate to get past me.
Oh,
wow. Can't quite do it.
All right.
Exotic, he was tripping over it. It was like, get past me. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, Exotic chased Goffs wide, and yeah, Goffs, he couldn't get goal side after jumping over to Exotic's bump attempt. That's a good play though by Exotic, just kind of shepherding Goffs away from the goal. He didn't.
Come on, boys, come on.
For the bump, he just put himself in the way, and Goffs couldn't get through him.
Decent catch tech for Stizzy, but the ball evades him somewhat. Vorce and
Great
Gorse
touch from
combined
Vorce.
on the backboard. Their names almost rhyming, a bit awkward, but.
Thank you for the follow.
Motion.
We're locked in here.
To Stizzy, Vorce tries to get it as far as.
Oh wow.
Zizzy saved.
Life? Is that life?
Did he put it into the goalie?
I thought he put it.
No,
past the
Zizzy
goal.
fucked up.
Oh wow, I know double flip reset. I've got a feeling that was going in.
It was going
So
in.
you would have assumed that the goalie's got a save, so he tried to touch it past what he thought was going to be a save by the goalkeeper, but the goalie was actually towards the side that Stizzy hit the ball to. Oh, double mid by Zen, nearly leading to a goal. Yeah, it might have just been it. I think Sizzy might have just said that.
Jesus, Zen, where the fuck did you come from, man?
Well, there's a tilter there for Vitality. I'm sure they've got the wherewithal to get over that one pretty quickly and keep on going. These things do happen, as we saw from Juicy yesterday. Vorce has a shooting chance this time, and it's Vorce that take it, and then a circle have the lead.
Yes!
Yeah, they're working for these goals. Looking for the 50.
Big old John, the heart rate is starting to get going. I'm trying to stay calm for the boys.
Here, this young team. I think the defense is clearly their area that they're lacking in, but the mechanics looking pretty good. Team plays, physical plays, definitely on the offensive side of the ball. Very impressive stuff.
He almost is there. The ball falls to Vorce again, or Gorse again, sorry. And it does seem to be the 50-50 game that's winning this one so far for Inner Circle. Every time there's a challenge, it's just falling to them. Obviously not completely every time. That one slams towards their own goal. Vorce sweeps up well.
Well done, Vorce!
But it actually turns into quite a decent
What a
fake,
boy.
so we can prod that one over the top of Exotic, but not quite Zen. And this is where we need to see that game management that Team Vitality showed in the last game from Inner Circle. It's easier said than
Good save,
done.
boys!
The mechanical might of Stizzy and Co. So far still, they're holding out. Only half this game gone. It is flying by.
Oh, that's good defense there, Vorce. Putting it into
good flick.
Goff's lap there. Zen staying dangerous. He does look deadly every time he's on the ball, as always.
Well done, boys.
But for now, that defense is holding on. It's holding strong for Inner Circle. How is Vitality going to get through this? Will they try to go through the circle? Will they try to, you know, go for the straight, the fastest possible route with an air dribble bump or something? Or will they try to circumnavigate the circle, maybe, with a passing play?
Fucking God.
Yeah, I mean, they might use the circumference and try and use the wings a
Oh,
little
for
bit
the
more,
love
so
of fucking God.
we shall see.
Now they like the name.
Wouldn't mind it. I think, you know, Vitality right now, they're just trying to calculate the radius. They don't know really how wide does a passing play need to be.
Oh my fucking God.
For
Enough
this
Inner Circle
particular
games.
circle.
Johnny, if I was smarter, I'd make so many more math circle puns, but I'm out, so I'll just carry on talking about Rocket League. I'm sure you've got dozens, and good for you. 360 degrees of them. Anyway, Stizzy to the side. As Zen in the center wants to get one more touch and get it down to
Well done,
Zen.
Goffs.
Gorse clears along. And that time is just beginning to tick away for Team Vitality.
Yeah, this is still where they want to be. They want to test that defense. From Inner Circle, Motion's lost to your EO. He's absolutely lost on the goal line, but luckily the shot was wide. That was a big chance for Vitality. They'd love to have it back again. Yeah, once again, I think Inner Circle, they just look a bit awkward at times in goal as Zen now flies through the ball to get the 50-50. It's middle from Stizzy. He dunks it again. Middle a second time. Almost blocks Exotic's approach to the follow-up though as Exotic tries to join the attack. Now here comes Stizzy, backboard's wide open. He's got options here, drops it to Zen. Oh, and sends it to the post.
How on earth didn't Team Vitality score? Inner Circle
Wow.
stayed so patient.
Wow.
Credit to
Wow, wow, wow. Come on,
Vitality.
boys.
Surely had at least one opportunity to pull
Yes,
the trigger,
Motion.
but instead they got it wide every single time. Motion goes for a flip reset. The ball is bouncing. The ball is slow. This is what they want. Zen's being chased by Gorfs. It was Gorfs that was bumped earlier on for Team Vitality.
big
But now
fake.
Gorfs has been faked out outrageously by Exotic. He gets past one of them, fakes the others. Gorfs comes in, comes in.
Oh.
He's not gonna miss. And Team Vitality do get the equalizer.
Oh, luckily, he didn't need a protractor for this one. It's just wide open for him. 20 seconds to go. Vitality do find a way through, and it was with a little physical play again.
They were too fast there.
Plays in game 3. They're doing the work for Vitality.
And once again, Team Vitality do break Inner Circle's hearts and come back, but there is still time for them to win this one even before overtime. Zen, he had 100 boost when he went up. Gets a 50 on Vorce. Motion on the sidewall, has to get a clean catch here because Vitality are in. Exotic lets the ball bounce, has time to do so. A few seconds left now. I think at this point, Inner Circle would certainly take overtime. They're desperate for this ball to land. And
all right, here we go.
Very much. Let's see what we can do.
All right, let's see if we've got any kickoff strats. So we do is close cheat leads to
Yes,
a
Vorce.
chance, albeit
Yes,
not really
Vorce.
the most clear-cut chance for Inner Circle. They've still got the ball on the right side of the pitch, but yeah, they're running out of boost, so the attack kind of dies there. Zen first to it, backboard hit, Goffs reads it well.
Goffs.
Exotic trying to pounce and keep the ball active, but Inner Circle reading the touches and keeping the defense solid for the time being. I want to see them get that high defensive line though. I liked when they were doing that in game 2 personally. I don't so much like them when they're in and about their goal area.
Well, much harder to do that in an overtime.
Damn!
Especially when Team Vitality are pressing, and Stizzy just waits and takes his moment. and that'll be 3-0
Goff's
in
on
the
stuff
series
from
of
him.
Vitality.
Pollock that's so smart from Exotic. He just hits the brakes, lets the 50 go back into him. But yeah, Inner Circle, you can't be falling for that one. That is just meta these days. Losing 50s back to your teammates. Goff's creating the power that Exotic needed. And in fact, yeah, it's Vitality 3-0. It's turning into the series we were a bit worried it might be for Inner Circle.
Yeah, Nugget, they are.
And surely
They're right there.
Do they know they've got one? Is their first
They do. They've taken it. They've taken it. So yeah, we are now entering a world where Inner Circle have taken a tactical timeout. So we'll have a couple of minutes to talk
The
through all
reverse,
those things. And
sweet. I mean, it's so we're right there with them. It's just these. We just couldn't get out of the game.
Pride, because they are playing very well against a team that just finished second at the most recent major. Or is it more frustrating because they're good for a game by now, surely?
I think it's frustration. I think these guys are going to be annoyed because the games have not gone the way. Like sometimes you lose in Rocket League and the other team's just playing really well. You say fair enough, but actually Vitality they've definitely been there for the taking in one or two of these games.
Sure.
I think that Inner Circle will probably know that they've missed opportunities here, which I think they have, and they're conceding.
Damn, we're gonna
cheap
find
goals.
out.
You know, like they're 150-50 goes wrong from their POV, and it's in your net. That's always a tilter in Rocket League. Oh, lucky 50-50s. We've all been there in ranked. The other team get 50-50 and then a goal immediately. You say, oh, it's so unlucky. These guys are not good. I don't know if Inner Circle are taking it that far, saying that Vitality are not good.
No, like what the fuck?
I do think it's possible that they're annoyed about how this series has gone.
Well, good to see Coach Andy the Bandy back on an RLCS main broadcast. Big fan of him. He'll be talking through his players about what they could be thinking right now, what they could be changing. And I think you're right as well. I was in the same way with frustration. I think that, I mean, we saw it in the sort of replay package that the game provides as we were watching the cars whiz by.
Yeah, Paradigm Man, we're rolling here, but
just
we do have to remember
misses that Inner Circle are doing.
We're right there. We want to start with one game here.
Pace, they're playing at the top of their game right now. Fair enough. Maybe the occasional touch isn't as clean as it could be.
Dan, I love it.
I
love it, Danny.
They're being done by 50-50s that, as you mentioned, they should be seeing every day of the week. So Inner Circle, I think if they keep their attacking instincts while just relying on
all we've seen is crazy moments, so
they've got
just another one.
Themselves a game that is par, in my opinion. I think they're worth that.
I think their par for them will probably be 2 games from here. If they can get 2, they'll think, okay, at least that shows that if we can start
one game at a time, boys.
You know, with a bit of a more reliable level, then we're right there with one of the top teams in the world. But yeah, all starts with just one game, and you really don't want to get swept, obviously, with the Sunday matches.
Yes, yes, Vivi. How you been, by the way, buddy?
Playing tomorrow. But let's see how it goes. Double kickoff, double fake kickoff. Vitality. Exotic tries to knock it down.
That's a good kickoff play.
And it's 1-0 Vitality with the kickoff strat.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? Remember all those things you were talking about for 2 full minutes with your coach? You move away from the emotion of the game. You say, okay, we'll change this, we'll do that. And then 6 seconds later, Team Vitality make a play and you're 1-0 down. You got
not out if they lose here. We made it all the way to the uppers, so we actually get to skip one of the lower brackets, and we'll be playing.
He's going to try 50 it through. It's again
nice save.
Oh, good close out there by Inner Circle, but conceding shots early.
I mean, arguably, probably not going to shut out most teams.
Still a benefit of conceding so early. He's got a long time left. This Goffs, he could have definitely put that closer. Maybe thought he had a teammate behind him.
Well, it was hesitation. It was hesitation from Team Vitality. I think Goffs assumed that someone from Vitality would go for it, so he was going for a 50-50. Anyway, let's talk about that in a second because Stizzy almost makes it 2-0 to Team Vitality. Yeah, I think Goffs going for the 50.
Hang on, let's get out of this here.
It was a masterful fake. we'll call it that. They knew exactly what was going on. Here comes Stizzy on the corner. Goffs meets it well, and that was the 50-50 he was expecting earlier on in front of his opponent's goal. Stizzy and Exotic, which one of these two with the player to call for the ball? It's Stizzy. There's a demo in the corner, so Stizzy has only got one player to find. He finds him, Exotic tries to weave his way through, then he tries to fake his way through. Could be 2-0 hit from Stizzy. Good composure at the beginning. Zed's just waiting.
It's a good patient play.
And Zed with the anti-mech finish. You gotta love it.
Oh, that's harsh. That is harsh. Vitality.
Well, I mean, at this point, Lap, we got to play someone.
It looked a bit silly there. They're just jumping around. Anticipating past shots that never come.
It's top 6. I mean,
showing there's levels to this, and Inner Circle for now are not.
We got to start.
Yeah, I mean,
eventually.
A harsher round right now, Inner Circle, and I don't think they'll be cock-a-hoop with the way this one's going so far.
I mean, sometimes it's just not the right shape. They're trying to put a circular shape in a square hole, and it's not working. So they've got to figure something out here. They've got to figure a lot out. The problem is there's so many things now going wrong, as well as the scoreline being wrong, and that shot's just not good enough for Inner Circle. Yeah, I mean, where do you start? I think it's always got to be confidence, really. If you start going and making a list of all the things that you've done wrong, it's going to kill the confidence.
Yeah,
so I think they just have to try to not really think too hard about that. The specifics can, maybe be saved for the next event. But as we're trying to regain here and maybe just prepare for tomorrow as best as possible, it's just all confidence. Like, just, can we can do this, guys. Come on. Let's just play Rocket League. Keep it simple. Because, yeah, they've got a long list of problems.
You can't just keep going round and round in your heads like that. You gotta, at some point, just stop playing your game. Enjoy the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds because there's every chance to get themselves a goal here.
Come on, boys, get a goal.
Starting to work away from them, and Team Vitality are making this one look pretty easy. It's been the easiest game so far for Team Vitality. Gorfs would love to change that. One goal, one moment, one flash of excellence. The difference between the Circle getting themselves a game or not. Exotic leaves that one to Zen. Gorfs read it well though. Gorfs is up, uses all of his boost to try and get the dunk on Stizzy, and Stizzy's clean 50-50 turns into 2 touches. That is great play from Stizzy.
If nothing else, it is experience for the young team, and this is something they can look back and hopefully learn from if they aren't able to get any kind of comeback going to the end here. But for Vitality, I mean, they're just showing again their consistency is there right now. It was a long time questions, rightfully so, for the past few years, but now they are just showing up and beating the teams they're supposed to beat. So credit to them. This is the same Inner Circle who beat Manchester City in Swiss in qualifying, and the same Inner Circle who won 2 close series yesterday.
Here we go.
The same Inner Circle.
Here we go.
With a minute and 47 to go, so maybe we're right in their names on the gravestone a bit too soon here.
I think so as well.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, for sure. It was an odd goal. It didn't seem like there was any danger, and then suddenly there was the clear shooting chance there for Motion, and credit to him, he picks his spot into the top corner and put it away. And once again, they are within 1 goal of Team Vitality. Exotic, I think he had a completely open goal there if he just prodded it towards his opponent's goal. As it stands, yeah, 1 minute 30. Inner Circle, momentum can change so quickly, Johnny Boy.
Well,
Yeah, Exotic. I don't think he realized it was going to be as open as it was, but he definitely did have an open goal there. Yeah, Vitality are actually double committed on saves, but they do get the follow-up to land in time. That's the key with any double commits in defense these days. You need an instantaneous recovery to get the next save as well. There's always another shot in Modern Rock. Exotic just keeping control of the ball in the back corner is something that Inner Circle were not able to do at the end of the last game. Vitality just showing them how it's done. Sometimes it is just the simple stuff. Again, 50s back from Exotic, making it look easy, just finding his teammates with these 50s.
Yeah, but these 50-50s can be dangerous for you as well. You know, we've seen already for the goal that Inner Circle did get how the ball can just spray away from where you expect it to go. Gorfs doesn't get that boost that he was squatting on either. Force against Zen. Should be able to get this one past him, not quite. Zen gets something on it. They're keeping the ball trapped right now in the Inner Circle corner. Can Inner Circle do anything more? Can they get hold of things and give themselves maybe one last opportunity? Not like that. Exotic finds the back of the net, and that may well be series.
Exotic is just playing some solid fundamental Rocket League right now. Goffs expected him to be going back corner. They thought Exotic was going to play for the wall play, but he just cuts in field and shoots it. So, whether it's 50s back or whether it's ground shots, whether it's just drive-by demos, Exotic's doing a lot of the simple stuff very well here. I've not been super impressed by his on-the-ball mechanics this weekend, but he's always got the fundamentals.
20 seconds left, and Team Vitality are just making sure there are no complete disasters for them to send themselves to another EU top 4. But there's a chance maybe for Gorfs. He got the boost to get there. Not quite. He had nothing in the tank at a horrible angle. Unfortunate there for Inner Circle. But it's going to be Team Vitality that head to the top 4. And he opened up.
Unfortunate.
After a little bit more stat padding out of Goffs.
Of course.
But yeah, GG's Vitality
Unfortunate.
doing what they are supposed to do. I think this is largely the way that we would expect this series to go, so it's good to see.
I mean, we're right there every game. There was moments we had them.
That's not been the story for the past couple of seasons. As for Inner Circle, they have one more chance. They go to the lower bracket. They're still just one win away from top 4 in what's already the best ever result for this team. So they need to just go, back to the drawing board for tomorrow. Try to stay positive and
we're right there with them, aren't we?
and trust, because I think today, if nothing else, I think the standout
We're
issue
right
is
there
we're
with
not
them.
trusting each other. They kept double committing, triple committing, panicking. They've got to play for each other more if they want to make top 4.
Yeah, they certainly showed some signs, especially in those first maybe 1 or 2 games, that they were more than capable of taking Team Vitality to by maybe 6 games, but in the end it wasn't quite enough, and Game 4 was their worst one, so that's one they can shake themselves away from and completely reset ahead of tomorrow.
Well, this is still the best possible, the best result they've ever had, so good luck to them tomorrow. Vitality.
Yeah, we were creating opportunities.
Style, and we'll see how they go tomorrow as well. More RLCS EU action coming up after the break.
Oh, now this guy's going that way. Now I'm getting the lay of the land.
Okay.
LAs can be a big test.
So let's find out who we're going to play
There's
tomorrow.
an overflow lot somewhere in the vicinity.
If the
Is that right?
garage is full, they go to the auxiliary.
He said if the garage is full, they'd go to the overflow lot.
I heard him. I was right here. Let's just stand quietly.
I bet you guys have driven some great cars, huh?
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can
Tough,
protect your
tough,
home and auto
tough.
when you bundle with
I
us.
think you might have brought the wrong car. We had the red convertible.
I think it's Corporate Cloud. Corporate Cloud, for sure. And then, if we win that game, we're top 4. Huge. Which I think is huge. The next game is going to be 4 minutes and 45 seconds. That's the other upper, and then I believe they do the lowers. Yeah, if we could sneak into the top 4 here and then give ourselves a chance to go to the final. Yeah. Yeah. Top 6 is already huge. Agreed. Yep. We're waiting on that. Yeah, Hewsome. We're gonna try and make our way back. Well, this is our first time on the lower brackets, all open. So I mean, and you know how it works, guys. You know how it works. The team that you beat comes back and haunts you, and we've almost been haunted by the teams we beat. So let's see if we can avoid that and then spoil the party. You have to remember these guys are pro players. They handle losses. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. Thank you guys for the YouTube follows. And the Twitch follows. I see you guys following me on all the platforms here. The next game for Inner Circle is tomorrow, but I guess we can hang out here and watch some of the games. We'll find out who we play. It's going to be either Cloud or, I believe, KC or KDOP. I can't remember.
And welcome back to the Rocket League Championship Series European Open number 4. You see some fist bumps from Vitality. You want to know why? It's because they just won, and quite handily as well. We talked about today maybe being a little bit faster than yesterday, and it started off on that foot of 4-0 for Vitality. And
after the game's probably, SIRCLE, we can run some.
And I have Cole and Johnny with me. You guys were down on the field for that one. Cole, I'm assuming you were also expecting this result.
I mean, I thought it would be a 4-0 to Inner Circle. No, I thought that Team Vitality would win. I'm disappointed that Inner Circle didn't get themselves a game. I think that 4-1 would have been a fairer reflection and also would have been...
Who cares? The games were all close. That's what we should talk about.
Come game 4, it seemed that it had disappeared. You know, their trajectory of ability sort of went up and then down. So hopefully they...
You mean when we hit the crossbar when it was 2-1?
But I enjoyed it. I thought that was a good game.
They came down and
it was nice to see Team Vitality, you know, back in the money again. Because it's a team that I like Vitality doing well in Rocket League. You know, it's something that feels familiar to me.
Yeah, I think, Johnny, there's really... I mean, I guess...
Is there no love for the Cinderella story?
Really, I guess specifically the matchup is Vitality, right? Because I think at the beginning of the season, there were...
Is there no love for the
Obviously, there was a
Cinderella story?
In the mix of everything here. How are you just feeling? Obviously, we power ranked before, but how are you feeling now?
How do we cheer for them?
Yeah, I think Vitality are the... I mean, when I say that I'm power ranking them number 1 in EU and NA right now, it's because
how can you not feel for them?
So far, they're winning against everybody they should win against.
Apparently,
got that one loss in the major final to Gentlemates recently. So every other time...
How could you not like want them to do well? Like, why are they cheering against them?
Change that. You know, I'm going to keep them at that one spot, but...
That play right there, we had them in OT once as well. I mean, 2 of those games could have went either way.
50-50s like we saw right there, where their ball is not dangerous. You do not need to flip into that. And then they're jumping at nothing in defense at other times instead of just going straight to the ball.
Yeah, Zen was tough. He definitely played really well. But I'm saying, we were there.
Inner Circle there, not actually that hard to fix if they can go into the positive mindset for tomorrow.
Well, I guess looking at this, I mean, as you said, still have the chance for more, but the overall Inner Circle, say we get to open number 5, Cole, how do you feel now?
I think all 4 technically were with that 0-second goal
that they see in this position again, or do you think they might struggle come the next qualification?
I think they're going to have to not lose their shape quite so much as they did against Team Vitality there. You know, when things went wrong, they went really wrong. As Johnny said, they're chucking themselves at everything. So a bit more composure at times is needed defensively. But other than that, yeah, they've got a strong chance at doing well again.
Oh, there it is.
They're not well-rounded enough, Carl. Is what you're saying. You want to keep their shape more.
I wish, honestly, Johnny, I was so sad that I didn't concentrate more in like GCSE maths because I knew what you were offering and I wanted to accept it. I would have loved to have, you know, done circle puns for days, but I knew about 2. I knew pie and area, and I'm out.
You guys can work off your circle synergy later on. We got to look at the next matchups here. Team Vitality 4-0 over. Inner Circle still in the tournament. They're just down in the lower bracket now. Their life is gone. Here's the schedule for the rest of the day. As you know, we have 4 matches on the day, a much quicker day, but they are best of 7s across the board. Let's start talking about the next one. Ninjas in Pajamas.
It is a good showing, Jono.
Ninjas in Pajamas, the team that I was not
allowed
to
Slope
power
in
rank,
there.
is now up here. I think we still have to agree.
The boys are locked. I just talked to them.
I
just messaged them
to be at the top of the European region.
Yeah, you know, best of 5s, so no problem. You know, these guys they're good in best of 5s. They've been making the playoffs consistently, but now is when I don't trust them anymore. In the best of 7, I don't trust them. Look at that, by the way, from Joris. He's ready for a hot
tomorrow.
Summer.
We'll play.
Fans in the background, and many more fans online as well.
More than you've got.
Guy, yeah, I don't have any fans. In Scotland, we don't need you know, fans to close down either. So yeah, I don't trust them, Leaf. I don't mind you putting them at the bottom end of the top 8, but I don't trust NIP anymore because we're in a best of 7. So
we were in the upper bracket, so we get to skip the lower games they're playing now.
The strong opinion.
We just go right to the top 6.
Are you sharing those sentiments?
I think it's a little bit harsh. They're a team that sort of revel in the chaos, and that's sort of okay. So do you trust them? I trust them to be an odd team. I trust CRR
they
to go
did.
absolutely crazy.
I don't know why
and just chase everything.
I don't know why the casters were dogging on him
hit
there.
and miss mechanically, but when he's hitting, oh my goodness, he
Yes,
is so good.
it's
So
like Kyrion,
I
yes.
trust them to be
Which we skipped
themselves.
because we were in the uppers, yeah,
Consistency
which is
part
great,
of it.
which
So
is great.
I sort of agree. And I
We
don't
lost
think
to
that makes
Vitality.
sense.
Well,
4
I guess
close
the question
games.
now is, do we trust them
Where
to beat this
2 of those
squad on the
games,
other
we were
side
in the
of field?
lead,
That
2-0.
synergy, 'cause,
And they,
I mean,
Vitality
again,
just
these are known names.
brought it
Cole.
back.
These are players that are not going to be pushovers, and maybe there is that possibility of best of 7 favors them.
Yeah, I mean, these players.
Zen made a really good save on the goal line that would have put us up 3, I believe, at one point.
And
And
to be an EU as well. He scored a wonderful winner in overtime yesterday. Where he did
it is what it is.
And turned his car.
No shame at all. I agree.
And moves like that, you can't teach those.
It's good
You
to see
learn
that they're
those through
playing with them.
instinct,
It's good to
Synergy certainly
see
have
that
those
they're
instincts.
keeping up, to be
And,
honest.
Yeah, it's nice to see CRR and Dorito on the same pitch as well. Some people from EU may remember that those two were inseparable for a long time across various teams. So those guys coming up against each other, the Battle of the Spaniards, will be fun to watch.
Harmonic. Their coach is called Harmonic, just to confuse us even more. Not atomic, not icronic. Harmonic. So what is it with Rocket League players and coaches calling themselves something ending with it? And it's always starting with that. I don't get it. Harmonic, the coach, backing up Synergy today.
Well, here it is. You can let us know what you think at the Progressive Fan Vote. Hashtag NIP or hashtag SNG. Whatever the team you think, do you guys in chat trust NIP? Or do you think maybe this is going to be Synergy's series? Reminder, they both have their second life here, so maybe that's going to be at the back of their head and allow them both to kind of relax into the series. But you'd like to stay or win this still to push yourself a little further in the bracket. I think overall, I'd have to guess where these are going to go. These predictions are going to go. And I'll start it off by saying what I've said this whole pre-show so far, or this whole day so far. Ninjas in Pajamas are going to be my pick. The question is Johnny after us, Cole, going to also do that? Because I'm assuming you're on the same page.
Yeah, I'm going Ninja in Pajamas. I do trust them in this series. You know, they finished second in EU in the kickoff weekend, and then I think it was top 6 overall in kickoff weekend, and that's on the land. So these guys are fine in best of 7. They're absolutely fine, Johnny. Prove me wrong. Go again.
Well, I will say that if I'm just picking who I think is going to win, I'll say NIP. Yeah, I do think they're going to win, but not by the odds I'm seeing in the Channel Point prediction. Those are great odds for Synergy. So Synergy, if you're looking to put Channel Points on those odds.
Next game will be tomorrow,
so
Brett.
We're locking in Ninjas in Pajamas for
tough,
Johnny as well. Even though he doesn't
showing,
quite trust them,
right with
I
them.
think that does lay the ground.
We were in the upper, so we do get to skip this kind of lower bullshit from the beginning.
Are not going to give
and
us
we get an
another
automatic berth to the
4-0.
top.
I mean, I know Shogi's hoping for it. He's always loving these efficient series, whether it's a 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, or 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 on the day. Maybe, Cole, what percent chance? How many games do you think?
A 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 would be something quite special. The 16-goal, 1-game or 4-game thriller. Never seen that one before. What prediction you want to give me? You want me to give you a specific prediction?
How many games do you think?
Yeah, I'll say in 6. I'll say Nip in 6. I think Synergy. I mean, they took Carmine Corp yesterday to 5 games. Well, they beat Carmine Corp in 5 games. You know what I mean? So any team that can do that, you have to show them some respect. Even though, as Johnny, you've pointed out yourself, once you're in best of 7 territory, it's for whatever reason it's a different feel. You know, and tactical timeouts are a thing as well. You can have that slow burn into a series.
Yeah, you know, Synergy, they haven't made a main event all season. Now they finally make one, and they look great. And we're wondering, how did they miss every main event up until now? Because against Carmine Corp, they were playing so well, beat them in Game 5 overtime in a very back-and-forth series. So they clearly have the required level to play against the top-tier competition. I mean, they beat KC yesterday. What else do you need to know about them to know that they are at this level? But the rest of the season is the problem. You wonder, was that just one day where it's all gone right, and now they're gonna regress back to the mean, which isn't looking very good. Whole season for this team.
I don't want to take away from Synergy at all, right? Because like any team that's here has earned their spot. But we also have to take into the fact that we saw what K-Corp was doing yesterday, right? We saw some of the plays in the highlight package that they were making, and I do question whether this was a Synergy that snuck through rather than beat one of Europe's top.
Synergy. I thought it was a good series. Synergy.
So
they played well. They created
Cinderella
a lot of
team.
Goals. It wasn't KC just giving goals to them. They, Synergy were earning them. They were going out there and they were outplaying KC in a lot of those goals. They were following up second man very quickly. In particular, that was what I liked most about Synergy. If the ball went mid, someone was there. They were just on it. They were not hesitating. They were trusting each other to get the ball mid, which is something a lot of the best teams in the world have struggled with this season, where you just see the ball go across and no one's there for it. Looking at Shopify Rebellion, I'm going to call someone out in particular in the world of Rocket League for that, but yeah, they've been working on it as well, of course. But yeah, Synergy, they did a good job of that yesterday. They
22
always
hours.
had a second man more than ready.
Also, as well, they won 2 huge overtimes yesterday. The games they won, the series they won, was
So
after
noon
a
tomorrow.
4-minute 46 Game 5 overtime against Novo, and then that Game 5 overtime against Carmine Corps, which was a couple of minutes itself. So that is for 2 best-of-5s, that's about as exhausting and mentally taxing as you can possibly get. So I think a huge part of how this series is going to go, Leaf, is how Synergy start. If they start and they're flat, it might be similar to the last one, where Myth are going to run away with it. But if they start and they're hot from the off, they've got a serious chance.
Yeah. Hey, well, we do have some faith in Ninjas in Pajamas from chat, and we do have our match ready. Now's the time to find out if Synergy is going to carry that on through to the playoffs. They had some good matches yesterday. Can it continue here? Ninjas in Pajamas are going to be their next test. Let's find out what the result is.
It is a fantastic day for some Spanish Rocket League. Half of the lobby taken to the field hails from Spain. 2 of the players are from the Netherlands. The one player there that we have remaining teammates is from Argentina. Quite the crop that we've got. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive.
That's exactly right, Shogun, and you couldn't have introduced this matchup any better than that, because let me tell you, these are 2 good squads here, and I'm honestly surprised at that. The one thing that they omitted in their analysis is that Dorito and CRR, they used to be a duo back in the day, and now they're going up against each other in this big match right here.
Dorito and CRR very used to at least competing for major spots. Very close to getting them on occasion. For AJG, this is now the best result, no matter what happens, for him since May 2024, when he was playing for Crew over in South America. It's been a long time coming for him. Synergy, their first top 16.
We'll see if we can get the boys in for an interview here.
Their first top 6.
Wow. Yeah, there's something must be in the water at the moment. All over Europe right now, Shogun, because Out54 as well. And a couple good pop shots right here.
Follow-up is in.
Yeah, I'll pump that. Oh,
this Ninjas in Pajamas team is solid.
Exactly what we need to do. Oli, good shot. AJG, not the best clear. And then, of course, at that point, CRR scores. But, Shogun, you give me just one more second. What I was going to say is, something must be in the water because, I mean, Out54 popping off, all of a sudden coming back from the depths. AJG coming back from the depths as well.
We're going to get Andy on.
I was saying, Turtle, you got to pick the controller back up. See what...
You told Turtle to pick the controller back up yesterday?
Well, I'm not going to say it to CJ because he's already going to keep saying it all the time anyway. He's still convinced that he could make worlds for OCE. NIP, though, they have been the no-nonsense.
We'll see if we can get Andy on.
Gave us a lot of wacky results. NIP and Vitality were the ones
that
went and got the job.
Andy, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Excellent. All right, let me just turn you up a little bit. All right, talk one more time.
Hello.
That's better, isn't it? All right. So, some good positive things to take away from that game, Andy. I think you look at the final scoreline 4-0. It really doesn't dictate some of the chances and opportunities we had in that series, and I would like to know if you agree with that.
I do, yeah. I don't think we deserve to get forward.
I don't think so at all.
No, I think it was a little bit of a lack of experience.
Yep.
There was a little bit of defensively, maybe we did, but overall, I don't think we did. Like, the fact is, we held the lead in half the games. We lost 2 goals basically instantly, and it's just all these little things, they come together, and it just changes a series like that.
It does,
Because
Andy.
at the end of the day,
it does. It does. You're right, and it's good to hear that there's someone with that mentality in their ear, Andy, because it's the exact same mentality I've had. I've played a lot of high-level sports, and losing early in a tournament, I don't know if I've found that you you almost don't want to go to the final undefeated. Very rarely that team wins the final. So that being said, we do have some stuff to look forward to tomorrow. It will be a tough series no matter what tomorrow anyways. But what do you think about playing potentially Cloud again?
I mean, I'd like to play Cloud again.
Yeah,
'cause I
we
think
seem to have their number.
We seem to have their number as a team, yeah, and I don't think that's a likely outcome.
Agreed.
If I'm being real, I think the Corp will take it. But I fancy us more against the Corp as well anyway, so.
I do. You know what? I'm right with you on that one. And it was actually really cool to see us, taking it to Vitality for, I mean, if you were listening to the casters on the broadcast, they were just saying the craziest stuff. Anyways, I won't get too toxic with that, but yeah, I'm allowed to be a bit more toxic than you guys. You guys are the pros. But I think we're gonna come back with a vengeance, and there's a lot of people asking some questions about how the guys are feeling after that game, and do you have anything to say about them on their behalf of what their mentalities are like right now?
Look, it's just a little bit of reflection, I would say overall. Like everyone wanted to reflect, everyone wanted to get a word in, and I think what it's gonna be is just giving everyone some time, condensing our thoughts, and then putting that into practice tomorrow. Because currently it's just everyone wants to find out why. So I think it's all good. It's good that everyone's like pointing towards trying to find a fix, but we also need to not let it get to us too much.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, they still played well.
Yeah, I agree. That's really well said. That's really well said. I think that's a really important thing. The highest level players in the world, I'll take Kobe Bryant for example, like that dog mentality that everyone so inspires to have. But like he'd lose a game and he's like, okay, let's watch it back. We got to see where I went wrong. All right, can't just be saying for nothing. Hello, Force. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
We're going to have a little therapy session for you, brother. Trust me. These interviews, I've done them plenty of times after some tougher losses, and I've always felt better after them. However, they are harder to do. I appreciate your prowess for being a professional here and coming in saying hi. It means a lot for the content from my side as well.
No worries.
That being said, Vorse, I mean, we just talked about it with Andy. I don't want to rehash it for you, but I will take a positive from this. We had them. If we listen to the casting from RLCS with Johnny Boy and them, they will say it was domination. We both know it wasn't, and we have something to prove, Vorse, and something you said yesterday that really struck me. I thought about it quite a few times last night, just with the amount of hate I get, oh my God, online. Just people not thinking I'm good enough and blah, blah, blah. And, they are right. I'm not that great, but something you said yesterday where you just haven't received your flowers, you feel like, and you're here, and it really made me feel like you're in the right org right now. You're right where you're at home, baby. You know what I mean? You're exactly where you need to be right now. And I really appreciate that. But so my question is, you saw what we saw. You felt what we felt out there, right? We're not crazy. We were in those games, and it was just a couple of mistakes.
Bro.
Yes. Okay.
Even though we lost 4-0, right?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like a 4-0 loss. Doesn't know. Every game, right? I can say, oh, it was close, but it generally was. It did feel close, right? But it was just the defense. Our defense wasn't the greatest that series, and that's why we lost. Really, our defense like took us down.
We did, and I agree. And it's not to say that their offense isn't a bit harder to defend. Zen did do a good job of beating one and 15 the second player a couple of times. But when you guys were shutting that down early on, you were fine. And I don't see a speed difference. I think you guys are right there with them. And I'll tell the same thing I said to Andy. I've played a lot of high-level sports, buddy, and every tournament I've ever been in, I've lost in the final when we went undefeated to the final. We always get beat by a team that we lost to in the group stage. Only in the finals. Any other match, it doesn't matter. It's like, we'll beat them again. But in the final, for some reason, that team, it's just like Man City and Arsenal, right? Arsenal's got them all year, and they get to a final, and they lose. So keep that in mind, all right? There's a little something there that the Rocket League gods will gift upon you next game, and it must have been a good learning experience. Vorse, I thought you played really, really well, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. I thought you were a bright spot, and I already asked this to Andy, but I'd like to hear your opinion too. How are the boys feeling after that? I know it's a tough loss, like it's tough, but I mean we have to look. We've lost one series here, to go down to the lowers. We've been dominant for 3-4 days of Rocket League. How are you feeling? How did the energy feel after that game? Is it feeling positive still?
Well, I think from my side, I feel definitely positive after that. Even though we lost 4-0, it doesn't matter. Like like you said, that's the only series we've lost in 2 weekends, for example. Oh no, second because we lost a nip in Swiss.
Yes.
But I mean, it's team vitality, bro. Like, you know, obviously there's gonna be losses like that, and we just have to fix the mistakes really. In defense,
absolutely.
in defense mostly, but.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. Actually, you're right. But the thing is like you look at the 4-0 sweep and you don't watch the games. You're like, wow, they must have dominated them. No, we were in the lead for probably half the series. Like
Yeah.
we had them. Agree, Choco. Great entertainment. And that being said, Vorse, I really don't want to take too much of your time on this. I really appreciate you coming for an interview. And I just want to reiterate what you said about not deserving your flowers yet, and people hounding you for like this and that. You're not gonna this. You're not gonna do that. I've been told that a lot in my life too, so I just really, really want you to know we are all absolutely in your corner still, and we are really excited for tomorrow. And eventually, we have to play some good teams. We're top 6, baby. We're top 6,
Yeah,
so
of course.
there's
It's
no
a
one
crazy
else
result.
left. Yeah, we have to play the good
Exactly.
teams now. Yeah, so
all the pro teams now.
Yep. So
we just have to get up to that level.
Absolutely, and I think you guys got it. I think you guys gonna, and it's obviously it would be lovely to just keep winning and go right to the finals, and then 4-0 in the finals, and all's hunky dory. But guess what? These regionals in Europe aren't won like that, right?
Yeah.
You have to go through some adversity, so expected. Absolutely love that your mentality's there with that. Say hi to the boys for me, and is there anything you want to say going into tomorrow?
Well, I mean, let's hope we don't lose 4-0. But I mean, yeah, I'm excited to play KC or Cloud. Really, I mean,
and we got Cloud's
it's
number.
gonna be a good series either way.
Yeah.
I think
so too. You know what? And I will give my I was gonna give my MVP out today, Vorse. But we were talking about the superstitions of it.
Yeah, the superstition. I was thinking. I was saying, should I raid you? But I didn't go live. I was locked in training, setting up the camera stuff, and I was gonna raid you, but.
You should have. You should have just clicked a one-person raid. Yeah, we will tomorrow. Even with the one-person raid. It does something to the mentals when you keep things the same. I know it said superstition, but it actually does something to the mentals. When this is just another game. Yeah, you were playing Vitality, but it's still Rocket League. It's just another game. Same thing in soccer. Same thing in footy, right? Same thing in hockey. It's like, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You're still playing another game. You still do all the same things. And maybe we have to keep the raid thing going, buddy. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe that's all it was.
Yeah, the superstition's real, I think.
Are you superstitious at all, Vorse, for the people at home who are going to watch this?
I'm not really sure about superstition, to be honest.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Do the raid and we'll see. All right. Well, you know what? I'm glad you're feeling positive, because there is a lot of positives to take from that. And it felt like it was us, not them. And that's a really good thing. That's a really
100%.
good thing. Absolutely. So thank you for that. And get used to being in the spotlight, Vorse. I think there's a lot of orgs talking about maybe picking one of you guys up. So you know what?
Yeah.
They're going to be talking. And we've already talked about this. This is a feeder org, if you will. Maybe if we get some great motion, some great stuff going, hey, sky's the limit for you guys, and I'm just happy to be a part of it right now, Vorse, and you guys keep your heads up high, and we're gonna see you tomorrow, okay?
Yep.
All right,
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
See ya.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Andy.
Have a good one, bro.
See you, buddy. Absolute class. It's Vorseful. I believe it's just Vorseful. Like that. What's up, Amari? Hi, how you doing? Yeah, absolute class. Okay, I literally have to go get Advil and eat. A loss can do something great to a team, brother. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Going undefeated to the final. I'm telling you, a loss can do something to a team's mentals positively. I'm telling you. I'm gonna bounce. I'll be back though. I'll be back, and then I'll keep everybody updated for tomorrow. Okay, guys.